And fucking podcast time. Let's go. Hey, are you listening to this? You're listening to a fucking podcast. As always, well, I'm Stella.
Podcast in the loosest of terms, but you are listening to a
Well,
podcast.
I mean, is it though? Is it though? Have you ever listened to a podcast like a video game podcast? Because all the podcasts I listen to pretty much go about as well as ours, give or take. Case in point, I don't know if you know this, but Jesse Cox and Dodger started a show that is very much like what the co-optional podcast was back in the
Yeah,
TV
yeah.
days, Geekenders. That
Geekenders, there
show
you go.
goes off the rails into insanity in the fucking beta episode 0 within like 10 minutes. They have audio problem. They have a webcam problem in episode 1. These are people who have been doing the like content creator industry for like over a decade, nearly 2 decades in Jesse's case, and yet they still can't just stay on course of a podcast that they have done multiple times. So you know what? As far as like the thing we're doing, we're kind of just hitting par for the course, really.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Sometimes we go off an insane 45-minute meth tangents, and sometimes we don't. You know, it's just the nature of
We're
things.
making meth today, boys.
Are you making meth today? Is that a thing?
Maybe. Who knows?
Disclaimer: he's making meth in a video game. I assume maybe he's making meth. Maybe he's making meth. Maybe you sell meth. Are you?
I don't
Are
fucking know how to
you?
make
Uh,
meth in real life. Do you know what I would be doing if I was making meth in real life? Not doing this
Making
podcast.
meth?
Not making this podcast.
I mean, you could. Who says Walter White can't have a side gig?
Bro, that man, did you see in the situations he's been? I don't think he would have the mental capacity to do a podcast. Like,
I mean,
he would just.
I don't know. You know, you never know. Maybe he needs an outlet. Welcome to the
Yeah,
Only Internet Access podcast, a podcast that comes out once a month because we don't feel like doing it more than that. Actually, we probably would, but there's no time. There's just no time.
there's just really no time.
There's no time. Existing eats up a lot of time, okay? And I'm just like having a crisis at all times now emotionally. So you know, it's amazing
You
when I
know,
get
I
this
feel
out.
that. I feel
Do
that
you
so
though?
much.
Do
Yeah,
you though?
yeah.
No, not on the same level. I don't think it's the same. You're having like the standard experience crisis, right? I'm having the 32 years of unprocessed and not even acknowledged until the year 33 emotional abuse trauma, as well as aggressively late queer awakening to the point where like understood that I was a lesbian, you know, and I've been on hormones for like 7 months now. Um, I wasn't prepared for like how more lesbian I would get and how problematic that would become for me.
Problematic.
Problematic in that like I'm like struggling to focus and it's because my one friend Lizzie's a fucking punk. Shout out to Lizzie, who was on I think the first episode of the show or the second, something like that. And we talk about shit. She's gay as hell, married happily to her lovely wife. Shout out to Lizzie's wife. And then like we were just talking about like the like soft interactions I've had with this new girl at work, and I'm like losing my mind and being overwhelmed by every interaction, and I'm like, this is exhausting. I never in my life have I really ever been attracted to any human being. I thought I understood what appealed to me, but like actual attraction, zero. Like none. I was just like, eh? And now I'm just like, this is consuming every second of my life. I can't do this. I'm not prepared for this. I am not emotionally and mentally equipped to handle what I'm assuming is just like, is this what the crush thing is? Because this is exhausting. How do people
Yeah,
do this in high school?
yeah. No,
This
it's
is
hard.
exhausting to me as a
It's hard.
33-year-old woman, and I'm just like, I'm just losing it, man. I'm losing it. I'm over here struggling in games because I can't stop thinking about her stupid smile and her stupid face.
There
This
you
is
go.
fucking annoying. I hate
Yep.
it.
Yeah. No,
So
that's
you know,
literally it.
I'm having a
That's
time
literally
over
it.
here. I'm having a
You
moment.
see? No, I understand that part. So I get you on that.
Fucking Jesus, dude. You know how much fucking pot I smoke now just to like exist? It's a lot. It's like $200 worth of weed a week.
Holy
Every two
fuck.
weeks. It's
Okay.
That's
So that's
that's
$100 a week still. But
yeah.
damn, bro, that's
and
$100 a
and
week.
I now even have access to ways to get like good weed pens because my sister got a medical card, and although we're going recreational here in September and I'll be able to walk in and just buy like the high grade shit, my pen is literally like 79% THC, dude. It's fucking like wild. So I'm just like dual wielding between that and regular really good bud from our contact. And like, dude, I smoke on my work break. Like bro, I'm out here. We out here. We don't know what out here is, but we out here.
We already.
We out here. Um, Shout out to that one listener. I know you're out there. I know you're out there, even though you've never commented. But I don't know if I have it set up to have comments. But you know, there's that one person who's like, they stop bullshitting at 13 minutes and 37 seconds in and
Oh
start
yeah, that
fucking
one.
talking
Yeah,
about
yeah,
video
yeah.
games. Spoilers, we're not gonna stop. And also, I read it wrong. It's only been 6 minutes. I was looking at how long we've been in the Skype call, not the actual recording. Also,
Yeah.
I think Skype has a built-in recorder.
Does it? I don't know. Oh yeah, it does say record. Yeah, yeah, I see
Yeah,
that, but I
yeah.
don't know if that like.
I would love to do a trial run of it at one point. Like, I own the other fucking software. It's not like I would like not have it, but I would love to trial run it just as like a secondary option.
Yeah, I mean that's fine by
Cause
me.
like, I gotta be honest, the voice chat in Skype's working better than Discord most days these days.
Yeah, Discord is just there was a
I
graph.
feel
There was
like
a
Discord is
perfect
so
graph that I
popular
saw.
that it has like a lot on its shoulders. And because Skype fell out of favor because Discord was so much better, Discord is more prone to problems because everyone and their mother uses it, whereas no one uses Skype anymore. So Skype just kind of gets to quietly work, I guess.
It's just more the fact that like I think someone pointed out. So like Discord was basically like pretty much going on the up and up in terms of like user interactivity and stuff like that. Like it was basically like very user friendly and whatnot,
Mm-hmm.
but then it got too big for itself, and now it's just like, all right, we gotta make money. We gotta find ways
We
to
gotta
keep
make
making
some
money.
money.
And so they just basically kept putting in stuff that made it worse, and so that's why it just at this point like Skype that's just been kind of doing its own thing and just basically probably not even improving all that much other than like
It just
connectivity and
works,
stuff
kind
like
of.
that.
Yeah,
Like
Skype doesn't have to make as many things work. It just does like a way smaller amount of stuff, so it obviously gets to kind of just nail doing those well.
yeah, exactly. So
I
that's
mean,
why
hey,
it's just like
Skype's what we all used back in the day, man.
yeah, it was. It
And
really
it like
was.
it was good then. It was what we had, and then Discord was like, yeah, this is better. Discord is also clearly like way better for like, or at least just for like a giant community or even a small community. Whereas I feel like Skype is more designed for like just the chatting or conversation parts. Like, you're not trying to run a server and like engage and create events and chit chat and text forums all the time. Skype is like, yo, we're just doing a call.
Yep.
It just does that. That's it. Anyway, yeah, podcast time. Oh my god, episode 8, 8 months in. Merry Christmas to you and to all the viewers.
Yeah. Merry
Last
Christmas.
I checked, we were like, oh, I don't remember how many downloads. We dipped in, well, this month, I was funny, I was looking at the statistics and I was like, wow, last month we had like a massive rise, and then this month we have nothing. And it was like, oh wait, I haven't put out the episode this month.
Oh my god.
And I was like, why is nobody listening to the show in December? Outrageous! It's the Christmas Game Awards special.
It's like, how can we not have any
I don't know
views? It's
why.
man,
Like,
it's they don't have
I
anything
like
to
started
view.
to
I
slip
wonder
into like a
why.
J. Jonah Jameson bit there, and I'm not sure why. I think my brain was like trying to like do like a Jeff Keighley Game Awards, but Jeff Keighley is J. Jonah Jameson for the Game Awards bit, and I'm like, the pieces are there, but I didn't like think the process through first. So you know, we'll put a pin in that, and we'll see if I can come back to it later in the show. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
All right, let's do it. Let's do the list here at 9 minutes and 30
okay.
seconds. Hey, one viewer, this is where the show starts. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
All right, the list. Did you play Persona 5 Strikers yet?
No.
Did you watch Cowboy Bebop yet?
No.
Did you play? Fuck. Did you play Horizon Zero Dawn yet?
No.
Did you watch Moon Knight yet?
No.
Did you watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier yet?
No.
Did you watch Loki season 1 or 2?
No.
Okay. Did you watch Batman Beyond yet?
Nope.
Did you watch Werewolf by Night yet?
No.
Okay, did you watch Rings of Power yet?
No.
And that's been the list, ladies and gentlemen. Come and join us next time to see if maybe something can be crossed off the list for the new year.
Yeah, next year is
Or
the new year. Might be the
or we add to it.
And we probably are gonna add more stuff to it. I am like more than confident that something will be added. I just feel it.
Okay. Alright. Alright, yeah, so fucking, Stu, you wanna do, like, you wanna just, what you been playing? How, what's your month been looking like? What you been doing?
So, let's see, for new stuff?
Well, just,
I
no,
think
no,
I'm
no,
next.
do you wanna do news, or do you wanna do, like, personal shit first? Personal shit usually comes up first. News is, like, the next segment, but we can do whatever order. I don't actually give a fuck.
I mean, it's I mean, I'm fine with, personal stuff that we've been playing so far.
Sure, so, you know, what you got? What's December been like in Vaughn's world, besides, you know, all the meth cooking?
Cooking that meth.
You know, you're not really convincing anyone you don't cook meth when you laugh and then say in a weird voice, cooking that meth.
Cooking that meth. Don't worry, my shirt that says "I'm not a meth cooker" answers a lot of questions that people have. You know, it's
I'm like 80% convinced you do have a shirt that says that.
I do not, sadly.
I'm going to send you a shirt that says that.
I expect one in the mail.
I would need your address first. We'll have to, you know, work out the details. Not on the air. That would be very bad. Don't dox yourself.
No doxing.
That's a potential name right there. Episode 8. Go ahead. How's your month been? Episode 8.
So let's see. Again, I've been playing that new, you know, famous game everyone's playing, Lethal Company, with some friends.
Oh yeah. Quick question: Is that like an SCP thing?
I don't know if it's SCP related,
because it seems like it's an SCP thing, like that at least. Like it has to be, right? Like I don't know shit about SCP, so it could be like knee deep in the fucking SCP lore, and I wouldn't know. But it looks like it's an SCP thing.
See, the thing is that they have like their own like. I was about to say bestiary, but I guess yeah. They have like logs of like the monsters that you can.
Oh, okay. So they have like a in-game kind of as you encounter them thing. You unlock like tidbits or just lore about them.
Yeah, like, exactly, like what they do and stuff like that. So, but like I don't know if any of them like are directly referenced to an SCP. They could very well be. I have no idea. But like yeah, it's just basically it's like all right. We live in a capitalist society. That's as always. You have to make quota. You only have a few days to make the quota, so you have to go on these like planets or moons. Go inside basically like a base, like an almost like what feels like an abandoned factory or sorts, and just find trash essentially. Like you'll find just. You'll find.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen the game. Strippin plays it all the time. I've seen the game. I've watched tons of streams of it. Yeah. It is like as big on Twitch as like Among Us was.
Yeah, exactly.
It's clearly the next like indie blow up thing.
It very much is, and yeah, like it's like I will say it is definitely fun. Because especially when you're playing with friends and you're like. Really getting into it, like it's a really fun
It does
game.
seem like it's fun. I haven't played it, but it seems like it's fun with people.
Yeah. It definitely is. I was a little bit hesitant at first because like a lot of it, which was incorrect of me to think about, but it reminded me a lot of GTFO, and I really wasn't a fan of GTFO. This is basically like nothing like it because
GTFO looks super boring to me. To the point where I can't even like watch my favorite like streamers play it because the core what the game is couldn't be more fucking boring to me.
Yeah, it's just like in that game like you have to play like very like you just have to play it so seriously. You have to like really like and like it's a very
if I can't like be a goober in a game, I don't want to play it.
Yeah, but this one is just so casual, so fun, and just so like. you basically make the fun with your friends and just the way like
Yeah, it's
everything
kind of
goes.
like,
It's just
yeah, it's like it's there. It's doing the thing. It's doing
yeah,
the thing.
it's
It's
literally doing the
doing the
thing,
thing.
and
It's doing
it's great,
the thing.
and it's great.
It's
It's
great.
great.
It's good.
It's fantastic.
All right, Todd
Um.
Howard.
Oh boy.
Oh, boy.
Oh
Hold on, we're
shit.
getting ahead of ourselves. That's the news. That's
Now
the
you're
news.
about
We're
to
not
get
there
doxxed by
yet.
Todd Howard.
We're gonna
He's
put
coming.
we got a lot to talk about in the news. Not only
God.
they're just spoilers. Here's a little taste of the news. Jeff Keighley's SummerSlam Dammer Awards, and then you need to wrap it up. Wrap it up. Wrap this up now. In fact, this podcast is going on too long. Wrap it up, boys.
Wrap it up. Wrap it up.
I fucking just misgendered
God.
myself, so I'm just gonna kill myself now. And you know, then some
Shit.
other news happened. Some
Mhm.
other news happened. Boy, did some news happen. We'll get there. Back to
Yeah.
how December's
Back to
going.
yeah. So I played that. I played this game called Kingpin Reloaded because funny enough, I bought this
I
game
feel
per
like you
se.
talked about this last month.
Did I?
Is
Because
this the
came
game
out
that
in
was like
December.
it's like a remaster of like an old thing, isn't it? Like some
Yeah,
weird
yeah, yeah.
old franchise thing I'd never heard of. And I
didn't
think you
either.
showed me it's got like very old looking graphics and it's like kind of fugly looking.
Yeah.
Yes,
very
you
much.
talked about this last episode. Yes.
Yes, but I don't think I played it because it didn't come out till December.
Oh.
I was talking about it
Oh,
being
maybe.
released December because
Yeah,
I was
you know what?
surprised.
Maybe it was your wish list moment.
Yeah.
Cause we definitely talked about it though, because
Yeah.
I'm vividly remembering being like, "What the fuck is this?" And then looking at it, and being like, "This looks dog shit, ugly."
Yeah. It looks sucky.
It's got that like Doom 1 aesthetic, like, but somewhere like it looks like early FPS had a baby with like Nico Bellic specifically from a low graphics card run version of GTA 4 on the PC running on Windows Vista. It's a very specific
And it
aesthetic,
still
and
looks uglier than
I
that,
fucking
admit.
hate it. I hate it so much. You know what
So-
I don't miss from our
What?
youth? I don't miss the way games used to look. Yeah, I'll say it. I don't give a fuck, man. I don't miss those goddamn polygons at all. I like that shit looks like things now. Back in the day, you couldn't tell a buckle from a button, man. Who gives a shit about character design back then? What are you designing? A couple triangles and a square? Shut the fuck up. I'm so
Look,
glad
they had
graphics
to
got
get creative
better.
Back then. I can't blame them. They had to get creative.
No,
back then
I don't
with
blame
the
them at all,
specs,
but like,
yeah.
I don't miss that shit. I don't want to ever go back to that, because I look back at that shit and I'm like, yo, this was dog shit, dude. How the fuck did you ever know what anything was? And like looking at it now, like looking at old games is how real life looks when I'm not wearing my fucking reading glasses.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
speaking of, had my eye exam. My eyes are fucked, but a proper prescription. I get my glasses next month. I'll be able to see for real. Then it's over for you bitches.
Over for you fucks. I honestly need what I want to do. Side tangent on that. I kind of, since I'm already wearing glasses and I'm at that age where it's like still good. I'm thinking of hopefully like saving enough to do LASIK, so that way like I could do a few years without glasses and then eventually like bam, I'll grow old and then maybe need glasses, but at least for like a few years, like hey. No
Why?
glasses.
Glasses are an aesthetic.
I look, when you live your almost more than half of your entire life with glasses, you understand that there comes an issue when it comes to not just maintaining glasses, but like there will be times where it's like you have your glasses on and you're like, I can't see, like where are my glasses? Then you touch them and it's like you magically see again, and it's like, oh, okay.
What?
Yeah.
No, you're just a crazy person.
No, yeah.
No, that's not a thing.
It happens.
That's not a thing.
It happens.
You know what I do when I take my glasses off? Here, I'm gonna take my reading glasses, not even actual prescription lenses. Okay, yeah, everything looks awful. I can't tell anything, and I instantly have a headache. That's how I fucking know I'm not wearing my goddamn glasses. If you've worn glasses your whole life and you don't have that, like, reaction, your vision clearly can't be that bad, or you're just an idiot. It's one of the two. Because I notice
No.
immediately.
No, like I like everything for like mine isn't like everything is like super blurry, like I can't see stuff. Like I can see vaguely like what the object is, and I have like if I really squint, I can sort of make out the details, but like barely. Like I really can't.
Man, that
But
one
like
guy,
I kind
that
of
one listener's really gonna love this glasses tangent. We've gone on
yeah.
for 5 minutes. They're really gonna eat this up. They're really gonna be like, these motherfuckers won't talk about the goddamn video games. They're just talking about glasses.
Well, you know what? Speaking of
Uh
glasses,
huh.
I
Weird
can't mention
segue, but
that.
I'll let him
Can't.
cook. Let him cook. Let him
No,
cook.
I got nothing to cook.
Oh,
It's
oh,
there's
oh, oh
nothing.
shit, oh shit.
There's
The
nothing.
instant fold. I told, okay, I'll take it.
But I mean, like I think apart from that, like I played Kingpin, and yeah, it was like all right. Like it wasn't a bad game, but like it's definitely like it like there's been
That
already
was a
like
hefty
four
sigh.
patches. There's already been like four patches for this game since it's come out. Like
Or the
yeah,
patches to
it's
make it look less ugly?
yeah.
Oh, really?
Like they like
I was
fixed
making a
like
joke. That
they
was a
fixed
bit.
like they recently like fixed skybox textures. They fixed particle performances, flame flare. Like they really like came out and it like yeah it looked bad, but like whatever. But like a lot of it just really has been like visual like fixes because some of
Hmm.
the stuff just did not look
Are you
great.
having fun playing it?
I finished it. I already finished
Did
it,
you
and
have
like
fun
I did
playing
have
it?
fun playing it.
Okay, well then
Um,
there you go. It doesn't need to look good. Like, eh,
it's just that like
eh.
it did run kind of like terribly,
Oh,
but
well,
like
that's kind of weird because it looks like dog shit. Like, you're only moving a couple polygons around, man. It should run
yeah, no,
fine.
it did definitely play like really jank like a few
Yeah.
times. Well, like I did have some fun with it at least.
Yeah.
And then uh, I was finishing. I for some reason got into Dead Space again, and like I beat that
The
game
the
like
the
again.
remake or the
The
original?
remake,
The
the
remake. Okay, so you
remake.
did the remake. Did you do anything different? Did you like go with different guns or anything just
I
to spice it
did.
up?
I did Impossible this time around. The highest difficulty.
Uh huh.
And yeah, and I beat it. So I was like, okay,
Is
I
it just
did.
like super difficult, or is there other restrictions?
So the restriction of it is basically like, um, fuck, I need to sneeze.
That's a
Yeah,
weird restriction.
yeah, it's yeah, you're not allowed to sneeze.
So
No,
Isaac
you
Clarke
just
just has a sneeze that you have to hold off like manually by press X to not like sneeze.
yeah, and like if you sneeze, it's game over. Like you have to start
Wow,
from the beginning again.
crazy, wild,
Yeah, it's fucked up.
innovative. Honestly,
I know, right? God, I wish games would be this innovative. Like they all try to be realistic graphics, but it's like, what about like realistic gameplay? Like make me hold my sneeze.
dude, could you imagine like a new Amnesia comes out and there's a whole mechanic about like fighting off sneezes, but it's like it's an Amnesia game, so you're just in a stupid dusty manner or whatever. So it's just like it's like we innovated the hide and seek walk simulator horror subgenre. Now you have to fight off sneezes in like a Guitar Hero rhythm kind of thing.
Oh my
Isn't this
god.
fun? And it's like, no, this isn't fucking fun. What made you think this was fucking fun? You know what? What? Don't even go back to the drawing board. Just open the window and jump out of it. Every time we end up remotely talking about those types of games, I just go straight for the jugular. Fuck those games.
God.
I hated
It's
that. Like, dude, that was a decade of terrible horror. Let's be honest.
it was a
It was
time.
it was a
It was a
lot of
time.
those games and nothing but those games. Because keep in mind that was pre Resident Evil making the comeback, and Lord knows Silent Hill wasn't attempting a goddamn thing, and they still aren't.
It's still oh
You
my
know,
god. We
so
could talk
like,
about
and that
that
was
as well.
before oh PT Kojima Silent Hills, and then that was gone, and then we still had more bad games, and then we got the Resident Evil stuff, and it was like it was a dark day. Okay, it was a dark decade of really shitty horror games, which is
Oh,
weird because it was predicated by the origin of horror games, which was like the bangers that were OG Resident Evil, Silent Hill 1, 2, 3,
I
and
honestly
then
enjoyed
stuff
Silent Hill
like
3. I know
and then
people
stuff
don't like
like
it, but I really like
offshoots
it.
like Kuon, the early Fatal Frames and shit like that, and then we went into the Amnesia decade and a half, and it was just like, oh god, is this genre just this forever? Because this was exhausting.
Yeah, no, like I definitely did like Silent Hill 3. I'm just gonna point that out. Whatever hot take, whatnot. But like it was honestly like
You know what my favorite Silent Hill game is?
which one?
Homecoming.
Really?
No, I was making a joke. It was
Oh,
a
okay. I
fucking
was
joke.
like,
It was a bit.
whoa. Okay,
No,
hold on. This is
nobody's favorite Silent Hill is Homecoming. What are you,
look.
fucking
So
stupid?
no,
Are
no,
you
no.
making meth? Are you inhaling the meth you're making? Because who would believe that? That game is trash.
No, no, no. I honestly can't believe someone might say, "Hey, Homecoming is my favorite game." If someone can
No
say,
one seriously actually likes that game. Like, if you like it because it's cringe god awful, that's different, right? That's like trash, and you're like, haha, I want the trash right now. But like, no one played that game and was like, this is a pretty good game. 7 out of 10, IGN. No one. Not a soul
you
alive, I promise you.
you underestimate how much people will like schlock.
You
You
underestimate how bad every Silent Hill game after 3 was.
Oh yeah, no. Wait, I'll put an indent on that, or like an asterisk. Every game after Silent Hill 4, because I've seen 4 and like that one does
Is
not
4
look
the one
that
that's
bad.
the room where you're just in a
Yeah.
room the whole time? 4
Well,
has moments, and
you're not in the room the entire
the
time, but
core
like
idea of it is really neat, but it doesn't land.
yeah. Like it was one of those where it's like, yeah, you're in a room and then sometimes like you somehow leave the room, but then you always come back to the room. And
Yeah,
it's like, yeah,
it's weird.
it had
It was an interesting idea.
concept, yeah, good concept, not
Bad
good
implementation.
execution. Yeah, exactly. But like I still will give it like, you know,
All right, fair enough.
yeah. But yeah, no. Jesus, where were we? Yeah, so we went from Amnesia games to
You were
what was that
talking
you
more
mentioned?
about stuff you
Oh,
were playing.
Dead Space. That's
Dead
right.
Space, yeah,
So, yeah, I
horror.
finished
Yeah, it makes
Impossible
sense. We went from horror to horror, and now we're back in the horror again.
Horror, yeah,
It's
exactly.
a followable conversation. Look, we know what we're doing. Like, we get like 20 listens per episode on average now. We're over 50 downloads total on just the one metric. We're good.
We're
People
good.
listen to this dumb shit.
We're-
You know how I know this? Because I'm somebody who listens to podcasts who literally, they just do what we do. They just do it longer and have more to talk about because their entire career is video games.
Yo,
That's why they also do it every week.
exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, for
Dead Space.
Dead Space, yeah. So Impossible is basically like it's hard mode, but you get one save and there is no auto saving. So
okay, so it's old school rules.
yeah, so basically like you only have one save file. I should probably mention like you can save as many times as you want, but it's only that one save file. So if you
Got you.
if you fuck up, then it's just like,
If you
well,
fuck
guess
it
you
up,
gotta restart.
this is where you are.
Yep.
Hmm.
But yeah, I beat that, and then that unlocks me my favorite gun ever to come out of a Dead Space game, the foam finger.
I'm sorry, the what?
The foam finger.
Like a sports
Yes.
cheering? Oh,
Yes.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure I heard you right.
Yeah, no, you heard me right. It
Okay.
is a foam finger that basically
I know what that
instantly
is.
kills
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah,
Oh, that's weird.
it's fun, especially because the fact that Isaac will make the noises for the gun. He will go pew 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 pew.
That's
bang bang
that's
bang bang bang.
that's pretty funny.
It's so good. Dude.
That's pretty
it's
funny.
So good.
That's pretty good. That's a pretty good reward. That's pretty funny. That's good stuff right there.
It's great. It's fucking
That's
fantastic.
pretty. That's a great addition. I love that. That's really good.
I'm just going
That's
like
good.
pew,
Yeah,
pew,
that's
pew.
very
Bang,
funny.
bang,
That
bang.
is an acceptable reward for such a daunting challenge. That is 100% the correct incentive. That's so stupid. I fucking love that. That's great.
You should honestly look up some of the what's called.
I'm definitely going to.
You need to, but
That-
it's
it
so
sounds like it's incredible.
good. And and it's not like the gun itself doesn't have
Mhm.
like he says like pew 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 bang bang bang, but like the impact of the gun itself is like fucking destructive as well. It's like
Of course,
imagine,
that
shooting,
makes it even
magnet
funnier that
rounds
it's
into something.
super good, but it's still a foam finger,
Yeah.
and it's this dead serious tense game with like psychological horror and like relationship stuff and body horror and fucking all this crazy cult shit. And then there's just a guy going through with a foam sports finger going pew pew,
Pew
bang
pew pew,
bang, pow
bang
pow
bang.
pow, got him, reloading, and it's just like what the fuck. That's great. That's incredible.
It's
I can't wait to
fantastic.
like
It's
look up
great.
videos of that. That's definitely
Me
one of the
too.
better like rewards for difficulty challenge I've heard of. That's pretty
Yeah,
good.
that was a that you was originally a Dead Space 2 reward if you completed hardcore mode back then, which was again same thing, no autosaves, but you only had 3 saves. Like you can only save 3 times in the game. If you died, then you would have to like load back a
Ooh.
previous save. It was gruesome, but I did manage to do it back yeah, back then when I was playing the game because I platinumed the game, and God, it was so worth it. It was fantastic being able to get that foam finger and just go pew 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 bang 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 bang.
It sounds pretty funny. It sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
Was
And
that your month? Or did you play anything else?
no, I played a lot more. Funny
Oh, we
enough.
got more.
So I won't go back into stuff that for instance, like yeah, I really played A3. I've been playing Far Cry 6 again with a friend because we've been doing like the little weekly, because there's like a like spoiler after the game. Essentially what they did so that way like there is still post game stuff you can do is essentially there's called insurgencies, which is um what happens is that now you're trying to take care of like small patches of like the old guard of like basically like what was left of Castillo's um like soldiers and whatnot. Like now they're
Mm-hmm.
trying to like take over like the village like the whole area again, yada. So you're basically trying to take those remnants down.
Far Cry 6 is the one with the guy in it.
Yeah,
Juan
Giancarlo
Carlo
Esposito.
Yeah. Good question. How much what is it? Juan Carlo Esposito am I getting in that game? Like, is it worth playing just for because I really like that man's acting? Am I gonna get a lot of it, or is it like not actually that much?
No. He's quite prominent in like the because a lot of the times like you will get to see
Because I
what's it called?
ask because as somebody who has PlayStation Plus, it's a game I could just download at any moment.
Yeah. I mean, you definitely will get Giancarlo Esposito like frequently in that game.
Okay, that was my one concern because I'm like the only reason I had any desire to ever even look into this is like Juan Carlo Esposito, but like I was gonna be real goddamn annoyed if like I get in there and yeah he's in the game and he is there until the moment he's not there or whatever, but it's just like not as heavy. If I didn't have there's a quota, because you have Juan Carlo Esposito in the thing and there's a quota. And if that quota is not met or exceeded, I'm gonna be real goddamn annoyed.
Yeah,
Because that then you just wasted that man's talent and time.
it's not like what's it called, Far Cry 3, where it's like you had Voss and then like halfway through the game like he's not the main villain. And no,
Okay,
Giancarlo
okay,
Yeah,
Okay,
no,
good.
no.
Okay, I
He's
will
the
have to
main
put
game.
this on
He's
my
the main
list
villain
then
throughout the entire
to
thing.
get into then, because
Like,
I enjoy that man's acting quite a lot.
yeah, he has cronies that you have to deal with, but like for the main part, like he is the one that like you'll constantly get to see like I guess his reactions
Okay.
and stuff like that from like when you're like when his cronies are like failing and shit like that.
Cool. Sounds good.
Yeah.
So look forward to me talking about that in some other episode.
Oh, perfect. And then I also did finish with some friends because I have not played the Halo series, but like I think I did mention that I was playing through with some friends.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
and I just finished Halo Infinite recently.
Oh, okay.
Infinite, my God, I'm so dumb. Halo Reach.
Oh,
I
okay.
can't do
There you
this.
go.
I can't.
I've heard
I'm
Reach is
sorry.
one of the more popular, like, well-beloved ones.
Yeah. Like we played through 1, 2, 3, ODST and Reach. Like we just finished that one recently. Like I like he's been getting me to go through all the old games. Like, and
That's like I can see the appeal of that, especially if it's something like some of you have played and haven't played. I would love to do that with like something. I don't know what, but I also don't know that many people who I like
Yeah.
want to play video games with. Like, I'm trying to think, like, what I would want to. I mean, I would love to go through it with you if we could find the time. If we could figure out a series that, like, that would be a great thing to,
I'd be
like, do.
down.
And then, like, talk about it on the podcast. We'll, like, rotate who's the guide for the series and stuff. Because I'm sure there's definitely stuff we've both played that, like, the other one hasn't played. Whether you had, like, a big interest or not, we could, like, make a thing out of it. Maybe even, like, make it a stream thing into next year, like, starting somewhere in next year. You know, even if we could only
Yeah.
commit to like one a month, once at least one stream a month or whatever, and just sit down for like a 6-8 hour session and go through some old shit that we can get the co-op to work or whatever. That would be a really cool like project. We should do that. We're
Yeah,
doing
no,
that.
I
That's
definitely
happening,
would. I would
folks.
definitely be down for that. Like the thing is that I I personally never did like Halo because like I could
Never
never
did
get
either.
into the gunplay of it per se.
I
But my
hate the
friend was like,
gunplay, and I also think it is like the world's most. I think it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, it's sci-fi, but sure is boring and really stale and generic and intensely predictable and unoriginal in every way.
the funny thing about it is just having played through the entire like playing through up to like Halo Reach. Like I think the story is interesting, but the problem with it, and this is the thing that I think helped having a friend who's really into Halo, like having him explain some of the tidbits and lore
Okay.
that you wouldn't normally get through the game per se. Like you would, if you were to get them, you would have to go through a bunch of logs that you would easily might have missed, or some like outside like sources and whatnot. So like it helped having like him going and explaining this stuff to me as we were playing through it, and like that made me more like, wow, like Halo like has some like really like cool shit in here, but like
Well, yeah,
um
you got the lore stripper, the lore
yeah,
guide to
exactly.
give you that finer context that they
Ex-
probably didn't even have on their first go through, but
yeah,
do because they've stayed with the franchise. I could do that
exactly.
for quite a lot of things, I'm sure. No, yeah, that definitely, because that'll always enhance the experience. Plus, playing it with people or even one person, even if you ended up being like, yeah, it's still, I wouldn't like go through it again ever on my own. It's still a more enjoyable like experience, you know.
Exactly, exactly. And yeah, no, and like I've been enjoying my time playing that game with my friend, and like I know if I were try to do this by myself, like
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I would have given up on like the
Oh
first
yeah.
game.
Oh yeah. No, I
Like
didn't even finish the first game. I think I did like 3 levels missions, and I was just like, this isn't fun to play and isn't fun to experience as a
exactly.
story. I'm out.
Yeah. Yeah, no, no, yeah, exactly. But yeah, no, it helped having him, and then like Halo, like starting at Halo 3, I believe. Um, every Halo after that is a four player co-op. Only Halo 1 and Halo 2 was only like 2 players.
Right.
Um and everything after that like you can have up to 4 people, or I think I think even an ODST is one where like you can have even more than 4. Not ODST. God damn it, I really cannot do this. Halo Reach is the one I think where you can have more than 4 people, I believe. But yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's it like it really helps when you have a lot of people because it just becomes like this sort of like dumb clown shit sometimes. But like,
Yeah, for sure.
but then
For
you have
sure.
like this really serious story stuff going on the side. It's just kind of like, well, shit, like.
Yeah, no, I get exactly what you're saying. It does sound like we definitely gotta
Yeah,
we'll have to brainstorm some stuff and see what we can each come up with. Because
but yeah, it'll be
I would love to go through something that I've never played that you've played, and then vice versa, and do the same. Because that actually sounds like a really enjoyable like undertaking.
it would be awesome, especially because like if it's one of those things where it's like and I don't, or I know and you do, and then you can just
We
kind
need
of
to like, even if like needs to be like, okay, you're the guide and lead on this one, and then I'm the guide and lead on that one, and we'll just do that, stream it when we can, and it'll be something that feeds into the podcast and everything else. But it'd also be like really fun to do just as like a thing to do.
exactly,
Plus, I got
exactly.
the PS5 now, so we got that as an option too, and I will be getting a new PC sometime, making that order in either probably January or February.
Yeah, no, and I just have to like borrow my PS5 back from my brother when he's not using it, and it's like,
Hmm.
yeah, we could definitely like do
And I
shit
have
like that.
the current gen Xbox too. If that was a thing where it's like, hey, Xbox Game Pass has this, because there was a lot of shit on there on there. So
And it's
we have
true.
options. We got it.
We
There's
have
plenty to
options.
fucking explore.
Exactly.
Did you play anything else? Anything else? Was
Apart
that your
from
month?
I was trying to start up because my friend brought this up.
Hmm.
He wanted to play Fallout 76, or at least try it out. I'm like, all right, I'll start up again a new one. I
Oh,
haven't
okay.
tried that in so for long, but like,
It's
I'll definitely do it.
I come back and forth with it. It's I like it. I still like it. I've always liked it, and I think it's only gotten better. I still think that this is a game that the real charm of this is playing it with friends, and
Yeah,
always fucking will be, which of course makes sense.
yeah,
But
because it's
like
multiplayer. But yeah,
I would like don't never known anyone that was like actively trying to play it, and I imagine you could do like I've done like RP and open lobbies, and you could have there's some real hard, funny, insane RP potential for that game. If even if you just did a private server with people on it,
yeah,
there's some fucking RP potential in that game.
yeah. No, there
There's some
really is.
definite RP potential.
Uh, God, I still remind myself of the, I funny enough, my favorite moment in Fallout 76 was just, I was, I forgot what the area was in back in the day. It's like where like there was a giant, like top spin or whatever, like that's how I would call it, like on the cliff, and there was like a bunch of like super mutants around there, and there was like apartments and whatnot. I could forget,
Oh,
but I just
oh, it's the isn't it like the radio tower where the one like robot or AI system is or
yeah,
whatever
I think that's the one. Yeah,
that like shit talks you for the rest of the game?
yeah, I believe so. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah. I've gotten
So
there. Yeah, 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 yeah. That
so I
motherfucker.
remember going there once, and for some reason, I was playing like some. It was a kid. I know it was a kid because like I could hear that voice. It's like, yeah, no, that's a kid. Um, and like I remember like they needed help. They were like, can you help me please? I'm like, sure, why not? I'll help
Sure,
out.
kid, I'll help you.
And no, and I think it literally felt like going on an adventure because after helping this kid,
Uh huh.
like it was like what we went there, we went to go do like this weird animal mission with syringes. We got to meet the Mothman.
Oh yeah, the
We
Mothman.
we got to like go. We got chased down not by one, but by three of those the basically like the dragons or whatever. I forgot what they're called.
The
The
bat things. I don't
yeah
remember either.
yeah, three of those fucking things were chasing us down, and we had to hide in a Robco like sort of place that was infested by robots. It was stupid, but it felt like the wacky adventures you would think of like
It
of
felt like what you would think a co-op at Fallout moment would be.
yeah, exactly. And that was basically like the best moment I had in Fallout because it was so goddamn hilarious, but it was really fun as well. So like yeah, like those are the things I'm hoping like I'll get to experience with my friend like as we play through it. But yeah, no, that shit was so good.
I again, it still calls to me. I pop in every now and then. If I had people who wanted to play it, especially if we wanted to do like RP things, I would pay for a fucking like Fallout First membership to have a private server and happily do that.
Yeah, yeah. That's probably like the only thing that kind of sucks is like if you want to play with like friends, like trying to find a server that isn't full sometimes.
I believe
Because
you
apparently
can
that
know
was
you can group up like before you queue into a server. I think
oh
now.
shit. Okay, see that's what I need to like learn how to properly do
Yeah.
because we were just like going in. So that
No,
was
I think you can. I'm not sure. I think I do. I still have it installed. I might. Hang on. I could even maybe hop on with you guys just to like be a slight guide, and at least try to help you figure out some things.
Fallout Gal comes in to save the day.
Yep, that's me. Um, I'll check in a second. Steam's like booting up.
Yeah, no, yeah. Like you don't have to check right now either. Like it's whenever you have the chance. But no,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
still installed,
Like okay.
and
But
it
yeah,
just
no,
had like
like
a big
that's
update too. So
yeah, no, the Atlantic
PC,
City
I'm
thing, and
assuming,
I think,
right?
and I was making fun of my friend because he kind of likes a lot of gotcha games, like
Oh,
Ark Knights and stuff. And so I just tell him like, oh boy, look at that. Here's a gotcha update for you. Yeah, but
PC, I'm assuming is what you'll be playing on.
Yeah, we both play on PC.
Yeah, yeah, hit me up, and you know, if I'm, so if it's a Sunday, sorry, if it's a not a, I was gonna say Sunday through Wednesday. That's not correct. If it's a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, I'm free unless I'm doing something other gaming. But that's mostly what I'm doing. Obviously, going into next year, I'm gonna try and I'm committing to one stream a week just to get that rhythm going, and then build it from there, as well as
Yeah.
maintain the podcast like we have been. But
Yeah.
yeah, you know, hit me up. I'm down to definitely hop in that with people because I do like the game.
Yeah, no, I will definitely let you know if we get to do something like that because like yeah, sometimes it's just a
Mm-hmm.
what's it called? Because like I know
Scheduling
my
conflict,
yeah
yeah.
exactly scheduling. That's
Time
pretty much
zones, work schedules, you know.
yeah
Might, you know, it's the kind of thing there, you know, might be you make a tentative date, might nail it the first time, might have to reschedule a couple times. That's the joy of gaming as adults whose jobs aren't to game.
that
And
is the
hell, I
nature of
assume
the
that even the
beast.
people in the industry probably don't get to just play a cool game with their have a fun game thing with their friend that they want to do it with all the time because
Yeah.
they're working and doing other stuff. So, you know, they probably get to do it more than we do, maybe, but probably not by a lot, really.
Yeah, exactly. Oh damn. The wonders of capitalism.
Ah,
Mm.
yeah.
But no, yeah, I'll definitely let you know when that happens. Sometimes like the other thing is that my friends have been playing Project Zomboid, so that's something that's been like getting their attention a lot. So like whenever like they're not doing that, like I try to get them to do Payday 3 or Fallout 76.
Ah, okay, got you.
But like the last like I guess major ones that
Mm-hmm.
I've been playing is Lies of P. Trying to
Ooh,
finish that up.
okay.
I'm getting close to it. Like I'm getting very close to the end. Um, and yeah, like I've been enjoying
How are
it.
your pee organs doing?
Yeah, my few organs, they're working just fine. They're just fine.
Bro, how can they name it that?
I
I
don't
will
know.
never like
The
not
pee
lose it in the
organs.
pee. Your pee organ
Your
is growing. I
your
was just like,
pee
you
is stored
can't.
in the
No, come
organs.
on, guys.
No,
You gotta you gotta check your translations, man. Come on, no, come on. You can't just be like your pee organ feels different. It's like no, you can't do this,
pee
dude.
is stored in the organs. Don't you know?
Oh my god,
Not in the
dude. I will.
balls.
I can't get over it.
Oh fuck, that's so hilarious. But yeah, no,
it's always gonna be funny.
it's been good.
Yeah, how's French Bloodborne?
It's been good. Like I've been having fun with it. There like literally one of the recent boss fights that I had to do was basically like fighting like a mutated person, but he was just a wrestler. Like he was just a wrestler because he did like drop kicks and shit like that. I was like, that's funny. Wait a
So
minute,
he
this
was.
is funny.
So you're saying he was just Ric Flair?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Good.
goddamn Ric
Yeah.
Flair. I'm the most powerful being. I was like, yeah, I got Ric Flair.
Yo, modders, get a hold of this game, take that boss, and just
Mod
mod
him to Ric
in the
Flair.
animation of the nature walk. Nature boy, you know, the Ric Flair walk.
Oh my god.
Dude, just please. Oh my god. Shout out to Ric Flair.
Shout out to Ric Flair. Huh? But yeah, no, I'm almost finishing that up. I've been having fun with it. Still, it's still pretty hard, like as any like Soulsborne game
Mhm.
tends to be. But like, yeah, no, I've been having my fun with it.
I remember it was, you know, it was definitely Souls in terms of challenge. When I did the demo, it was just like there were some things I liked, but again, co-op and PvP are a huge integral part of the experience to me, and not having that is a big downvote.
Yeah,
And then
no,
like
I understand.
the more I played it, the just certain way they were doing things, I was just like, I'm like vaguely annoyed at this now in the demo, and I was
Mhm.
like, I am not gonna want to do 30 to 40 hours of this. It's gonna drive me insane. I just don't like the way this feels, the way this works with that, to the point where I was just like, no, I'm out.
Nah, no, fair enough. Honestly, fair enough. Um, like I said, I'm about to finish it and kind of get moving on to other stuff. And one of the things that I also got to play just for a little bit because I got the Trepang Kill Bundle, I think it was
Mm,
called. I honestly
okay.
so Trepang 2, and Ultra Kill. I didn't get to play Ultra Kill yet. I kind of want to let that game kind of like keep cooking, and finish up. But I did play Trepang 2, and holy fuck,
I have
that
no idea what
game.
that is.
So I have I didn't even know Trepang 1 was a thing, so I only know from Trepang 2. But essentially, like, I guess you were either an assassin or an operative or something like that. I have like no real clue. But like, yeah, essentially you're you're in a facility, like lab facility, like being like tested on and whatnot, but
Okay.
eventually like someone like gets you out. But like the gameplay of it is very much um fear, like the first fear.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's I was like the whole time I'm like, what the fuck genre is the game, man? Yes,
Yeah, no.
I had no idea, and I was just like, I don't. First Fear is not a comparison I thought I would ever hear in my lifetime again. That is a very specific vibe.
Yeah, no, it
And a
is very much.
distinctly different vibe than the rest of the Fear franchise. That
Yeah,
is a
no, like
one-time vibe, and then that vibe was quietly shoved into a corner, and we didn't acknowledge it ever again, for better or worse.
yeah, no, this game is like year one, but like they cranked up the gameplay up of it because like good god, like holy shit, like
I mean, I would
the
hope so. Fear 1's like 25 years old, bruh.
yeah, no, but like the
I hope
feeling
you
of
crank
that is
up that
something you
gameplay a little
really
bit.
yeah, the capturing that feeling again is something that is like really hard. Like I said, it was just like put back in there and like who's gonna try to grab that and put it up again? And it's like, well,
Yeah, no, I get what you're
these
saying. It's
devs,
just, yeah, for sure.
yeah, these devs
Interesting.
definitely did it. Holy
Wow.
shit.
Weird. What a weird thing to be like, we're gonna do that again, but better.
Yeah, it's
That's
good. Like I only got to
interesting.
play like a bit of it because I was trying to like finish up other stuff. But like from what little I played of it, it's like
That
goddamn,
this
like
this conversation just made me think of like a fun little like exercise that might be a reoccurring thing on the show. Um
uh-huh.
and before I put that out there, I want to make sure you get to be able to wrap up your month, and then I'll throw out the exercise, and then we'll take your response to that, go into my shit.
Yeah,
So
no,
yeah.
I mean, and that's pretty much it. Like with Japan too, like I got to play that, and like the guns feel fucking
Okay.
fantastic. Like everything, like the sound, the movement, everything
That's
was
good.
like,
That's the good
damn, like
stuff.
this shit is like, I didn't know I needed this,
Right?
but I
Yeah.
need it.
I didn't know I was missing Fear 1.
Yeah,
I didn't think, I didn't feel like I was, but here we are.
here we are.
All right, so the busy month for you. Busy month
Yeah,
for you.
yeah, pretty busy
Uh,
month, honestly.
the little exercise here is what is like, what is, like, what is it? I don't want to be like too specific as be like genre. So just a game
Uh huh.
that like just for lack of a better descriptor, but one that like can be understood in context is a game that like you want you need anything to come out. We're not talking about like a remaster or a remake. Just I want something to come out and nail that kind of vibe again, right? In the way that this game apparently nails the very specific vibe of Fear 1, right? So like
Yeah.
what is a game where it's like I would love for somebody to come along and do that vibe or thereabouts, in the ballpark of it in a new way or whatever, but like just that vibe of that thing. What's a game you feel like that kind of thing needs to happen again?
See, the thing is that I have an answer for that, but
I
the problem
also
is,
have a very specific instant answer the moment I thought of this little exercise. So this might be a reoccurring thing because I think this is a very fun topic.
I like the thing is that it apparently was done per se, but the thing is that like because it was done like with modern as
Mm-hmm.
stuff, like okay, so I guess I should go for it. So I
Yeah,
really
what's the
want
thing you
Lego
want?
racers, like
Lego.
Lego
Oh,
racers back in the day.
oh
Like
yeah, yeah, yeah. Wow,
I
yeah. No, I know
I want
exactly
that
what you
vibe
mean.
again. But the thing is that they did do that. It's called Lego Racers 2K. But
Oh.
again, it's 2K. So the the fact that they like monetize it up the ass and all
Mm,
that sort of thing. So they basically kind of like ruined the whole thing of it. So that's why it's like they brought it back, but yeah, no, they butchered it so awful. So
Yeah,
that's why
so it
I'm
doesn't
like,
count. So you
yeah,
want OG Lego Racers vibe again.
yes, yes.
No, for sure, for sure. I have a very specific one. Oddworld Stranger's Wrath.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. Have you ever played that game?
No.
You've never played Oddworld Stranger's Wrath?
No, I have
Dude,
not.
that game is fucking bizarre. That game, I mean, the Oddworld games are all bizarre.
Yeah,
but
they're
but like the Oddworld Stranger's Wrath came after like 2 to 3, maybe 4 Oddworld games that were okay. This is what Oddworld is. Here we go. And then Stranger's Wrath came out and was like, hey, fuck you if you thought what Oddworld was. Get fucked, you fucking stupid loser dumbass. And it was just, it was, like, as funny as it sounds, the game was, like, alien in just the nature of its way you played it at the time. And there was nothing quite like it. Like, I want that again. It was just like, oh God, it was this, like, Western sci-fi bounty hunt assassin story-driven like firebrand rebellion starting against the corporate overlords, but only by necessity of you also wanting to get paid. It was God. It was just so bizarre. I will never forget that game. It's like ingrained in my memory. That the vibe of Stranger's Wrath is an exquisite vibe that has, honestly, maybe only been done. I can think of maybe like 2 other games that kind of would fit that vibe. Period. In the whole 33 years I've been alive. It is not. It is definitely like a weird subgenre thing that just did not take off at all.
What was the game called? Oddsworld what?
Oddworld Stranger's Wrath.
Stranger's Wrath.
Yeah, it's real good. It's real good. Highly recommend. Still to this day. Would absolutely sit down and play Oddworld Stranger's Wrath right fucking now. That game's great. So yeah, we're going to be doing that segment again, and I'm going to call that We Need That Vibe again. That's my answer, is we need that Stranger's Wrath vibe, and I totally agree with you on yours. We need that OG Lego Kart Racer vibe again.
Yeah, I want that so
for sure.
bad.
I'd pay good money for that. Alright, well, now that we're about an hour in, I'm going to start my month. Hey, I'm
Yeah,
Stella.
go for it.
This is what I've done. I've done a lot, as well. Right out the gate, this just happened, like, today. After like 3 to 5, maybe more years of being on and off League, trying to find just a way that, like, I would feel comfortable with the game regardless of match outcome, I finally found it today.
Oh.
I finally found it. I ended up, like, I was kind of there, maybe, but, like, it didn't click until I ended up playing, I did an ARAM, and I got Talia, and I played it, had a really good time, then I took her into draft pick, regular, non-ranked mode, playing Talia mid, lost every single game, got an S rank every single game on my rating, playing out of my mind, like stealing dragons, going in with low health to pull my homie out and get the double kill, like insane plays, just going in, not even thinking about it, but like, yeah, I'm gonna roll the dice on it, let's go, just farming up good, sieging good, just playing League. And even when I was dying and stuff, like, it never felt like, yeah, some deaths were like, I got greedy there, or I overestimated, but some were just like, no, I totally estimated right, I just fucked up the combo, or I missed the skill shot, right? Like, League problems. But, like, genuinely feeling good about my time in the game and having a blast the whole time. To the point where that the last match I played today, the enemy team surrendered 5-0 at 20 minutes, and right as that hit, the jungle and the ADC from the enemy team just typed in all chat, Talia, please leave us alone. I had a 9.5 KD.
Jesus.
Every buy I did was like a $3,000 buy. I was 5 items at 20 minutes. Full items. I was everywhere.
Fucking hell,
like,
bro.
And I was just like, it happened. It happened. I'm the reason they surrendered. They FF'd because of me. I did it. I'm doing the thing. Look at me. I can play the game too. And just think, I don't even have proper prescription lenses. Yet. That's next month, baby. We're going in. We're going in. It's league season. And then I like Lux. I like her in the bot lane. And after those good Talia matches, I started queuing just mid support. Got support a couple times as Lux. Oh, I'm cracked. I'm insane. Step out of the way. Get out of the way. Oh, you thought I was just gonna support the ADC? Maybe you should read the fine print. I'm the support for the whole team. I'm over there. I'm over here. I'm everywhere. Super good.
Roaming support.
Roaming support. What's up? What's up? Oh, you gonna gank my? You gonna gank my mid laner? Nah, I'm here. Oh, you gonna gank my top lane? Nah, I'm here too. That's why I took teleport. I teleported to that ward right there. Oh, did you jump in? Get queued, loser. Support all the lanes.
The thing is that really was the meta at one point, where like, or maybe it is still. I'm not sure, but like,
I don't know. I have no idea what the meta
like,
is. Dude, here's also the thing. I don't know when the last time you've played League is. You know what I just learned? When the new like season starts, like that. Apparently, I don't know if this is the first like major patch of next year. Hey, mythic items, they're getting rid of them.
Really?
I have no idea what's that. Apparently, like they're changing a lot in 2024. Like a lot. To the point where, like, even the LCS is changing a lot. They're down to, like, 6 teams for the whole league. And Mark Zimmerman is now the league commissioner, and they didn't have a commissioner for the last whole year because the lady that was it got so sick suddenly, and they didn't have anyone they felt could, like, fill in the spot temporarily. So, like, we're about to see a big league shakeup, and I've found myself, like, more comfortable with the game than ever before. So I'm playing League now. I've played like I think I played like 12 hours today. Like I had a good time.
Damn.
Barely won any matches, but like felt good about how I played. Looking at the stats, looking at the numbers, fucking making things happen on the map, trying to make things happen. Genuinely like actually playing the fucking game correctly and good enough to be like I could keep doing this. Feels good. Feels good. So that was like today. Of course, Diablo 4, you know, been playing it. It came out with, like, a, winter late Christmassy event. I'll talk more about it in the news, but, like, it's kind of meh. It's kind of nothing. A little annoying. But I still very much enjoy Diablo. I have a hardcore character now. I'm doing a hardcore, sorcerer. Druid still is insane. And I think next season, maybe I'll finally hop on Barbarian and see what it's about. I like Diablo. Diablo is fun. I enjoy Diablo 4 very much. I am always down to play it. I will be playing it all the time, like I was with Diablo 3. I like Diablo. It's fun.
Yeah.
I've started our Resident Evil remake, the 4th one, or E4R. Yeah, it's fun. I'm having a good time with it. I have some footage. I've got like 5 or 6 videos recorded on the PlayStation 5. Can't upload them because it's recorded in like the fancy stuff, because proper monitor and shit. So I gotta buy like a portable like solid state drive to like external one to put them on, and then put them on use that to get them on the YouTubes and stuff. But all recorded through the PS5. I'm having a blast. I'm having a lot of good fun. I'm playing through the game, and, like, I have vague memories of all the LPs I've watched, and vague memories of, like, the original, and I'm playing the game, and, like, when I watch back on my videos, because my therapist suggested that I start recording more things to watch back on them, to, like, remind myself that I do have positive emotional responses to things. Spoilers, when you have 32 years of emotional trauma, and then that, you leave that, the damage is so deep that, like, hey, you don't know who you are as a person anymore, and then you realize, I don't know how to exist or even acknowledge if and when positive emotions are happening, to the point where I'm just like, I don't understand what I'm feeling here. So, yeah, that's been fun, so, yeah. But, yeah, Resident Evil 4 is great. I'm really enjoying it. What was I gonna say about that? Like, I am obsessed with, like, I am going to find every treasure. I am going to complete every little blue contract. Every single one. I can't, like, not. I'm, like, obsessed with, I will find this rat. And I will find this little medallion. I've also realized that I apparently, to, like, I watching back the videos, I shit talk like the basic enemies and even the slightly more advanced enemies so much. Like, dude, it is hilarious. I'm over here like just holding the gun as the dude's like, "Enema, que cosa?" And I'm like, "Yeah, why don't you light the Molotov, dipshit? Do it, light it, you stupid piece of shit." And then he lights it, and I shoot it, and he blows up, and he's on fire. And I'm like, "Yeah, does it hurt? Does it hurt, you dumbass motherfucker? Oh, you're gonna light another one? Yeah, go ahead, buddy. Go ahead. Yeah, I'll wait. I'll wait just for you. Take your time."
I'll give you a hint. You can still shoot the Molotov in their hand without
I've
it
no,
being
that's what
lit.
I'm saying. That's what I've been doing.
But
That's not fun. I want them to feel like they're gonna light it, and then they're gonna
okay.
throw it, and
'Cause
then
I was
I'm
saying,
like, no.
they don't have to light it as long as they shoot it over the light up.
There's a
Yeah.
video where like I hear someone shuffling about, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? And then I realize it's like an old babushka lady running towards like a ladder through the swamp, and I'm like, is she gonna come up the ladder? And she starts coming up, so I just like right as she crests up the ladder, and she's not like up and over it yet, I just start knifing, and she falls over, and I'm like cackling, and then she just gets up, and I'm like, is she gonna do it again? She just like, this goes on for like 7 minutes. And I'm just like, yeah, why don't you come up the ladder? I'm sure it'll work a third time, you stupid fucking dumbass. Man, you guys suck. Sure, if you guys were so smart, wouldn't you pull that stupid brain parasite out of your head? Fucking losers. Must suck not to have free will. Like, I just talk so much shit in this game, and I've realized that I do it because I know at some point two things are gonna happen. Instinctively, subconsciously, when I play survival horror, I've realized that I talk the most shit anyone's probably ever talked to a computer that can't even hear me, to a stream that I'm not even doing, right? And the reason I do it is because instinctively two things are very clear to me in my subconscious. One, I'm gonna get greedy at one point, and I'm gonna pay the price.
Yeah,
Two,
yeah.
I'm also gonna get scared at one point and feel afraid. So I'm buffering my mental and emotional state by talking big smack to these losers that can't possibly pose any threat to me until I get greedy. Or until the scary boss thing comes in. So that way, when, I maybe have a couple failed attempts at that, I can, like, power through it and not feel too bad because I just spent the last 8 hours talking shit and beating up grannies on ladders.
So it sounds like you're getting through the swamp area.
I just did, oh god, I think I'm literally, like, the last time I played, I'm pretty sure I'm literally about to walk into the cabin and do the shootout defense with Luis.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think I'm right there. Because I went and, like, ran around. I was like cutting fish in like the water for like 30 minutes at one point for some reason.
Yeah.
I mean, there's also a clip I have where this just me like for whatever reason, just because of the layout of the enemies and the map or whatever, I like stealth kill like 3 identical grandmas like in the span of like 60 seconds. I just slit 3 grandmothers' throats, and like I make some like incredibly offensive comment about it. Like, it's bad. It's like, oh. It's like, Leon, what's wrong with you? Also, I love that, like, canonically Leon talks shit, because there's a moment where, like, a granny comes up to me with the hatchet, and I perfectly parry it and roundhouse kick her, and before I can talk shit, Leon goes, "Not bad, huh?" And she's like dead on the ground and her neck's been snapped against the brick wall. And I just lose it because I was about to talk shit, and it's like 20 minutes of me wheezing, being like, it's canon that Leon Kennedy, when he parries and roundhouse kicks this grandmother from Spain who's had her free will taken over by a space parasite into the brick wall, he goes, "Not bad, huh?" And I'm just like, yo, I fucking love this.
God, I have one particular voice line that I love from this remake.
Oh, yeah?
It probably, the first time I heard it, it actually made me laugh.
Like, have I hit it yet or not yet?
No.
Okay.
You will hit it much later.
I was very happy to have the, "Hey, it's that dog."
Hey, it's that dog. Don't worry. You will get to it. Oh, did you get to speak to the dog like before you left?
Yeah. I hung out with him for a little bit. I wanted to pet him, but it wouldn't let me.
Yeah, no. He's sitting too high on that.
Yeah, he's
on that rock.
God, what was I thinking? I'm trying to remember what gun I'm using. I tried the rifle for a bit, didn't like it. I got rid of it already.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can understand.
I
It's
think I
it's
I think I have in place of the rifle, I grabbed the TMP, which I think I'm liking quite a lot actually.
it's good.
Um I avoided the crossbow thing cuz I'm just like that's not really my vibe
Mm-hmm.
in like survival horror. I'm less sneaky, at least with the gun aspect. Like I'll stealth kill people, but like if I'm going guns, I'm going guns. They need to know that I'm coming. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah.
way more Moon Knight than Batman, basically. um, and like I'm trying to remember, am I using the Red 9 or?
Yeah, so there's the Red 9, the Punisher, and then like your starting gun, which is like SG something, I forget.
Yeah, I'm not using the starting gun. I'm using one of the other ones I got. I just
So
don't
the
remember which
the
one it
Red 9 looks
is.
like a Mauser, like it
You
has
know,
like
I'm
this
just gonna
red
look
look
it up
to it.
right now.
And then
RE or
the Punisher looks like this like very like modern military gun. Like it has like a
I'm
beige
looking up
look to
like
it.
pictures of it right now so I can figure out which fucking one. So
Yeah.
there's the SG. I'm not using that. Um, I think I'm using the Punisher. I
Okay.
think I'm using the
Yeah.
Punisher right now. Yeah, I really
Yeah.
like the Punisher. I believe that's what I'm
Yeah.
using. If I'm not on the Punisher, I pivoted to the Red 9 because I was Punisher as soon as I could be. And so I don't remember because I haven't played in like 2 weeks. I don't remember if I kept with the Punisher because I know I have the Red 9, but I don't know if I switched over to the Red 9. I can't remember. I will obviously find out at some point. I might
Yeah,
even play
because
this
yeah,
week.
you can get the Red 9 for free, and
Yeah.
so like yeah,
So
you just
I believe I'm starter this first shotgun you get either Red 9 or Punisher, can't remember which right now, and the TMP, and that's my setup for guns.
that's a good setup. That's a
Yeah,
good
no, I'm
setup.
having a good time. The fucking game's great. Um
That's very like the very my setup like when I played was very much the once I got the Red 9, I switched to the Red 9,
mhm.
the normal shotgun that you get for free, and I got the TMP, and that was basically my
Okay.
setup until I got to the castle.
Got you. Yeah. I'm trying to remember what was I gonna say. I did try. I went into mercenaries. I'm gonna be honest. I don't really care for it.
That's fine.
And I'll tell you exactly why I don't care for it. It
Oh,
has the same problem that I have with Bloody Palace in DMC,
uh-huh.
and that is I don't want this to be timed. I just want Call of Duty Zombies in this game. I just want an
Uh,
infinite horde mode that goes until I exfil, or preferably just goes until I die. That's what I want. I want to push my limits of skill with this game. I can't do that in a thing that's timed because it ends.
yeah,
Right?
I
Like
know.
I want horde mode. I want a proper horde mode like I always fucking want. So maybe someday DMC6, please just give me Bloody Talus with no time. Just let me fight hordes of enemies and bosses and let me fight it with potentially friends in a co-op setting until we die. I just want that. Horde modes are fun. I just want horde modes. They're really fun. I like horde modes. You know how much horde mode I played in Gears of War 1? A lot. Like, it was a lot. It was probably too much. There's a reason I like them so much. So, other than that, I honestly, like, I don't think I'm gonna touch Mercenaries at all after the
That's
one. Like, I did, like, a couple hours and was like, no. I take away that time limit and I am in all day, every day. But I don't want a timed, like, because it's essentially a horde mode that just has a hard time limit, and even if you're really good and you're killing stuff, it's not spawning enemies enough for you to like infinitely go if you were good enough. Like it just isn't. Because it's designed to end at a certain point, like to get the rating, right? And like that's fine if people want that. But just literally like give me mercenaries and then let me be like play infinite mercenaries, right? Where there's no time limit. I go until I die. And you just keep throwing enemies at me and then every like 10 waves throw a boss at me. Just give me Call of Duty Zombies and other games, please. That's all I want. Um, and by that I mean like proper Black Ops Zombies, not whatever the fuck it is they're doing now. Um, yeah, so that's that. Really, really enjoying the game though. I love Ashley. She's so baby girl. I love her so much. I like Ada in this game. I don't have a problem with the voice. Like, it's definitely different, but like more or less, I'm like, yes, Ada. That's some Ada right there. She's still doing it. It's just a different flavor of Ada, but it still feels like Ada, so it doesn't really bother me. Um, I definitely plan to finish the game, and then I will definitely be doing the DLC because I haven't seen any of the DLC.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
that's good. I definitely been playing the DLC just to try to like I just actually also um platinum it, I guess,
Oh, really?
on
Okay.
Steam. Yeah, I just did that like recently.
Got you. Got you.
Yeah.
What else have I been? Overwatch 2. Been playing. I've been
You
playing
okay?
more ranked. Sorry, I think I have to sneeze too. Hang on.
Oh, okay.
Good lord.
The sneeze. It's alive and well.
It's sorry. The pen makes me sneeze. The weed pen.
Oh,
It's
okay, okay,
not
okay.
used to using it still. I've been playing more Overwatch 2 ranked, more ranked than anything these days, and honestly, it's the way to go. It's just like quick play, I'll go in and practice, but at this point, like, I almost might just start playing anyone I fucking want in ranked, because I'm just like, quick play sometimes can be such a fucking trolly nightmare. I'm having a good time, though, just kind of playing. I'm now Gold 2 support, Silver 2 DPS, and Tank, so moved up this season quite a lot, because I was like Silver 4 and all for the last 3 seasons, so I've moved up quite a lot, actually, which feels good.
Pretty good.
Having a good time. Don't really care for the new tank at all, Mauga, whatever. Just kind of waiting for those two next heroes they showed off. That's like a DPS and a healer. They're both like cute girls with like aesthetics that are good, and I'm like, yeah, awesome,
Yeah.
good stuff. So that's just kind of it on that, you know. I'm back in ESO because there was a sale going on, it still is, to get like basically all the expansions. I was the mainline chapters, right? Not the dun. So it's not, you get the chapters, which are like the expansions, and then obviously leading up to each chapter, there is the year like story across the slight quest lines in a new dungeon that lead into the new chapter. Those are separate like things, so they're not included in that. But it's literally like I got like 5 expansions for like $20.
Damn.
So I now own everything, at least expansion wise. So that's a huge amount of content, including the new class that came with the Necrom expansion, which is the Arcanist. Yeah, that class is fucking busted. That class is busted, and it is the most fun I've ever had in the game. I'm having a great time. I'm totally back in ESO. I'm having a really good fucking time with it. And I'm like, I love this game. I love Elder Scrolls, man. Elder Scrolls is great. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. I love it. It's so stupid. I was walking down, like, the road in the forest at one point, and then I just came across these two, like, House Telvanni wizards that are just, like, both preparing a spell to hit each other with, and they're just talking the biggest shit ever. Like, it just sounds like two fucking, like, dudes going, "You'll never beat my level 80 spell. I've been through 7 campaigns." Except it's just two, like, master mages in this high fantasy world doing that. And it's fucking hilarious.
Fucking
And I stood
nice.
there for like 10 minutes and they just keep going and going and no one ever shoots off a spell, but boy do they talk a bunch of shit. And I was like you talk to them and they just tell you to kind of fuck off when they're busy. And nothing happens and I'm just like, this is great. I love this. This is super good content right here. Very fun, very fun. So yeah, that's Rotward. I got to play Rotward. I got into the early
Oh,
access of
nice.
Rotward, Clay's new game coming out. Hey, it's a roguelike. It's a Hades. It's good. It's
Ah, okay.
very good. It's very good already. It's very fun. It's very Clay. I will be playing the fuck out of this. The moment I started playing it, I was like, is this a roguelike? And then it was like, this is a roguelike. And I was like, yo, Clay made a roguelike? Oh, like, I love Clay's games. Love Don't Starve. Love Don't Starve together. Terrible at them. Still to this day. Can't
Oh
fucking do
yeah.
shit.
Yeah. Same.
Love Oxygen Not Included. Terrible at it. Can't fucking ever do shit. Finally, they picked a genre that I know how to play. I have bought every game they've made. And it is always like a genre that I'm like, I don't hate the genre. I'm just god awful at it all the time for some reason. And then they finally picked one because of Hades, where I'm like, I could do this. I've beaten Hades. I've gotten to the end of the run on more than a dozen times in Hades. I'm comfortable in this genre now. I was like, yay, finally I get to buy one of their games where a genre where I can actually, beat the game and experience the whole goddamn thing. So I'm very excited for Rotwood's like official launch because I love Clay. I think they're one of my favorite developers. I've seen like maybe like less than 10% of every game because I'm just so bad at them.
Yeah, no, I love Clay, I really do. And they did make one that I really enjoyed as well. I think they did this one. No, they should have. Grifflands.
Oh yeah. That
Yeah,
one's the one I didn't play because it's the only one that just didn't catch my attention at all.
yeah, I could understand, but that was one of my favorite games from them that I got to play. Like I really enjoyed Don't Starve Together. Um, but like you said, like I'm just terrible at it. I
Yeah.
suck. I'm ass, but I love it.
Again, would love to like that's the kind of thing that I would love to like get more into. That's why I really want to push the streaming and stuff. I want to meet some just like can I have my nice queer community online and we can just do like don't starve together things and let's do some Pokemon Nuzlocks, guys, and let's do some RP in this game. I want my gaming friends. Spoilers, I just want to get into the content creator industry just enough to replace my current job, so I'm not asking for a lot of money. It's less about the money and more, I just want to have other adults to play games with. Making friends is really hard and difficult and weird. That's what it's really about. It's not about the money or success. I just want friends.
It's not about the money, Spider-Man.
Oh my god. Oh, that's too real. Oh, oh my god. God, what else have I played? I know I played other stuff. I dipped my toe into Alan Wake now. Alan Wake 2 has a new game plus mode called The Final Draft.
Yes, I've heard
And
about it.
in proper Remedy fashion, hey, yeah, it's not really a new game plus mode. It's literally did you beat Alan Wake 2 and be like, God, I really want to know what happens 11 minutes from now because this is what happens. It's a new game. The dialogue is different within 10 minutes. The characters, certain like Alan especially, is firmly aware that you have beaten Alan Wake 2 already.
Oh my God.
It is a sequel. It is not a new game plus. It is a new game plus in terms of how the mechanics work, and you carry all your stuff over, and it gives you a whole new difficulty level that you can choose to if you want. But in terms of like content and story, it is a goddamn sequel to the game already.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, like, it's a whole new ending, dude. It's a proper sequel. Like, not everything's different, but key moments will be different. And as it progresses, like, it's very clear that, like, no, like, they're aware that this has happened. And it is a new ending for beating New Game Plus, because it is really just straight up, it is like a mini sequel. Because it's not like, obviously, it's not Alan Wake 3. It would be like Alan Wake 2.5. I guess. So, like, really excited for that because this game's also going to get 2 expansion DLCs for story. So, can't wait. Can't wait. Can't wait for those to come out and then the New Game Plus to also be different for the... Remedy's gone mad with power since the success of Control. They're just all gas, no brakes now, and I'm here for it. Also, just side tangent before, as I'm still going, and, we'll bring this up more in the news, just big congrats. Big congrats to Sam Lake and the team. 4 awards for Alan Wake 2, the game that, like, Sam Lake had to post a video where he was, like, clearly fucking depressed that they couldn't get the funding for it way back in the day. That no one would take a risk on it. And then to go to not really be a known studio, losing any, like, stuff with the Max Payne, having it being given over to someone else, and then kind of, Quantum Break is okay. I liked it, but, like, didn't really do much, right? And then Control. Control really put them on the map, and then to be able to be like, Control is so successful that we get to make Alan Wake 2. We get to make that game. Oh, God, just super good game. Uh-oh. Okay, dog needs to go to the restroom, so we're gonna take a quick break. You guys won't hear anything except me talking here and then me talking again, and there'll be no pause for you guys, so I don't know why I'm saying any of this. Okay, break time. Alright, and yeah, so, fuck, Resident Evil 4 I think I was still on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Good game, really enjoying it. Maybe something I'll play through more than once, who knows? You know, Alan Wake 2 really rekindled my love of survival horror. And I guess I want to say The Last of Us probably did, but The Last of Us came out, and then there wasn't a resurgence of that, right? It was just, hey, it's that. And then
Yeah.
there was still quite a few years before we hit even the first Resident Evil remake and stuff, right? So it was like, I guess it's probably responsible for the resurgence of the survival horror I grew up with, but like, it didn't like rekindle my love for it despite how much I love that game. I've only played it once. So yeah, really enjoying survival horror. I still need to go, because the PS5 only has like 500 gigabytes, so I've been trying to pick and choose. And I also just started playing Monster Hunter World again. Just doing a fresh run on it, having a blast already. That game's fun.
Yeah, some friends have been playing a modded world game.
Mm,
So essentially, there's a mod I think called Icy. I believe it's called the mod, and basically it just revamps some of the gameplay,
okay.
some like the weapons, so they're like more closely tied to like what they're supposed to, I guess, play. But also, like for instance, some people apparently did not like the claw from Ice World. Like,
Everybody got the clutch claw divisiveness astounds me because like, I just don't see why it's such a big deal. Just don't use it if you don't like it.
yeah, I
90% of the time, I forget I even have the damn thing. Played Iceborne almost never using the goddamn thing. Not because I hate it, I just don't remember it most of the time. And, like, I don't know, people, like, bitch about it like it's a thing that makes the game bad. And I'm like, but, like, just don't use it. And then somebody, I was just watching a stream, and somebody's like, well, you have to use it for Safi Jiva. And I'm like, okay, but you're wrong, though, because I didn't. And I soloed that fight. And they're like, no, you didn't. And I was like, you want to see the goddamn footage? Which I have. and they were like, well, and I was like, yeah, there is nothing in that game that you have to use the clutch call for. You don't like it, don't use it. It's that simple.
yeah. So
It's not like it's a thing you could also accidentally be using. It's a very specific button press combo. Like,
yeah, yeah.
I don't get that complaint at all. Just doesn't make any sense to me. Seems like the dumbest thing to bitch about, but people fucking hate the thing for some reason.
Yeah, that's just how it is
Yeah.
apparently. And so like, apparently it just not patches the thing out, but makes it so it's not a heavily reliant thing that's needed for like combo extensions and stuff like that. And so yeah, apparently it's mostly just those things in general. I don't know if there's any other gameplay stuff that they did, but like it was just mostly like a rebalancing of certain things. So they're like for instance, I think like the insect glaive, like certain stats, like certain buffs now last a bit longer because before like they didn't, like you would use it and then you only have like a small amount of time to use it. And so it's just like now it's like no, it lasts for a bit longer.
So
and
see, that's crazy to me because like insect glaive people are just wizards that like if the people that can play the insect glaive correctly, they were just wizards that never got touched, never got carded, and carried their teams to victory from the day that game launched to the end of its lifespan. So I can't see why anyone would be like, it needs a buff. It's like the best weapon in the game. It's just has a really high entry skill level point.
Yeah.
That's the real issue with it. The thing that needed a buff was the fucking pipe bag thing. It's good in Rise, it's kind of garbage in World. That thing's buffs needed to be readjusted and be given the Rise version. But the Insect Glaive shines all day, so I don't know. That's who knows. I mean, Monster Hunter to me is just World and Iceborne because I didn't care for Rise and I didn't care for any of the other games prior to that.
Yeah, and like the only other thing I know that they modified was the fact that for gunners, one of the issues that apparently is that like late game survivability kind of is bad for gunners, so they kind of made it so they had better survival tools towards the end, like better.
Just don't get hit.
Yeah, I know. Don't get hit, but yeah,
Just dodge,
apparently,
bruh. Bring the proper equipment.
yeah, apparently, like that's some of the changes. There's, I think, more to it, but those are the ones that I heard
Yeah.
about.
Huh.
But yeah,
Interesting.
so that's kind of like some of the changes that
Yeah, that
mod
just sounds
brought.
like
So
a bunch of people being babies to me. Gotta be honest. Just sounds like a bunch of babies. Bunch of people that are bad at the game, bruh. I don't need a mod to buff my weapon to beat fights. I just go in and beat the fight, bruh. It's not hard. Sounds like a bunch of fucking scrubs.
skill issues.
Skill issue, definitely a skill. Clearly a skill issue. You need a mod to buff your weapon so that you can't, so you feel good. That's pretty pathetic. That's kind of weak. That's some perkless ass behavior right there. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me.
Nah,
I'm not the
nah.
one. I'm not the one. Alright, well,
but
fuck
yeah,
those
that's-
dumb people.
Oh my
god. Fucking bad at the game, I guess. Yo, let me go. I need a mod to buff my weapon because I'm so bad. Fucking dweebs. Yeah, Monster Hunter's great. Still very fun. What else have I been playing? Fortnite, dabbling here and there. Probably gonna drop it again soon, just because, like, I want the space back on my PS5. It's just like it's fun. The new season's fun. It's back to being interesting again. And there's the Fortnite Lego thing, but like I could care less.
I thought you were gonna talk about the not the Lego thing, but the driving thing.
I didn't fucking. I don't care. I don't care about Rocket League. Why would I care about Rocket League in Fortnite? So yeah, that's kind of probably going to the wayside. In January, I will finally be doing my first run of The Last of Us Part 2, as well as sinking my teeth into the roguelike no return mode that I'm also very excited about. Definitely going to be streaming all that, so really excited for that. So that's coming up for me next month. I know I've been playing some other stuff, I just gotta go through my list here. God, what did I played something that, like, stood out to me, and I'm trying to remember what the fuck it was.
I guess it didn't stand out at all, did it?
I've put more time into Baldur's Gate 3, put a lot more time into it. I'm still only in Act 1, but, like, I'm, like, running 2 different, like, characters now.
Yeah.
So, like, but I'm, like, hard rotating between those 2 specifically and nothing else. I'm doing a run as a Gith Yankee, where I'm romancing Lizelle, and, in that one, I'm trying to remember, what is my fucking class there? Oh, I remember. Yes, I'm a Gloomstalker Ranger, and it is so goddamn fun. It is so very, very fun. I love being a Gloomstalker Ranger. It is like I am a, like, actual fucking, like, ghost sniper person with a fucking 50 cal in a fantasy world.
So
because
Nova for StarCraft.
Yeah. So I'm literally Kerrigan from StarCraft. I go invisible, I shoot someone, they fucking die, and then my team engages, pulls attention and aggro, and I just kind of use what I have to get out of line of sight, reset my invisible, and then I get in position and I just kill someone and I rinse and repeat. To the point where it's so good that, like, people, like, I saw this, like, I was going back and forth with Pat, actually, on Twitter, from Castle Super Beast, just, like, he posted a comment asking, like, about, like, is there any point to going Ranger over Fighter, because it just seems like Fighter gets everything and has more options. And I was like, can't speak for Fighter, but Gloomstalker Ranger, and I was giving him the breakdown, and we had, like, a back and forth for, like, 1 or 2 tweets or whatever. And his concern was that, like, it would fall off in, like, value in terms of, like, engagements that happened because of conversation. Right? Because then, you know, you're already engaged. Obviously, it's great to set up before the engage, be stealth mode, and do it. And the last thing I retweeted at him was, like, I haven't had that issue so far. Granted, I'm only Act 1, so maybe, like, it becomes a problem later. But so far, even in engagements that have happened via story dialogue decisions I've made, I have been able to multiple times vanish from all enemy like sight to where they just have no fucking clue where I am, set up all my shit and do my thing, and do it again and again, even in a fight where I didn't get the drop on them at the start. As long as I'm you know, I think I'm running with Lizelle, who is obviously just hard frontliner, Shadowheart, and Gale. So Gale's just doing magic all over the place, and Shadowheart and Lizelle just hard frontline, and Gale just supports them every way he can, and that just pretty much lets me go and vanish as much as the game will let me. And it's great. I'm having a huge amount of fun with it. And then the other run I'm doing, I'm romancing Shadowheart, and I believe I'm some kind of elf. I don't remember if which like subspecies of elf, but in that one I am a monk, and I'm having a blast as monk. And actually for that one so far, until like very recently, for most of my time in that one, and I've put about the same amount of time in each, right? I was only 3 party members. I was myself, Shadowheart, and Will for most of that time in game, and it's about the same amount of hours. I didn't pick anyone else up until I went and grabbed Karlach. But like I was just with Monk, and then Shadowheart, and then Will. I was just kind of able to fucking just everybody go in, everybody frontline, everybody right in the face, and there was just kind of nothing they could do. Like I was just fighting like 7 people as Monk, and it's just like it doesn't matter. Yeah. They're never gonna touch me. I'm going to dodge or parry almost everything at this point already. Like they really have to pour on the shit to get to me. It can definitely happen. I could get fucked over a bad roll, like anyone, right? But like it's doing the monk thing, you know. I'm doing the critical roll 3 Marisha Ray Beauregard is what I'm doing, and it's great. I can see why she played a monk. It's really fun.
Oh yeah, no, I definitely need to go ahead and try monk, because I remember trying it in Baldur's Gate 3 for a little bit because I was playing with some friends. But I didn't get to play more. I would
love to. I still haven't got to play the game with anyone, and I want to do like a run with people. Because I never got to do that in Divinity Original Sin 2. I only ever played solo, and these games are so good at D&D, and plus I want to play D&D, but don't know how to find a group that I can vibe with, because that's hard. And it's like I want to play. I just want 3 people. Let's all make our original characters, and let's just go through the game.
Make our OCs do not steal.
OC do not steal. Yeah, so that's been really fun. God, that game's great. Keeps getting better and better. Can't wait. I really hope they add more races and classes and stuff. I'm sure they will.
Oh, I'm sure they will as
well. Other than that, the new Warframe update came out. It's a small update. It's a mainline update, but it's clearly like the setup mainline to the next major mainline, because the story quest itself was only like an hour, and then there's post stuff to do to get like set up for the actual mainline, the next big mainline update, which will be probably, I think it's Warframe 1999 next year, so probably sometime next year in December we'll get Warframe 1999 update, and that'll be the next like chunky 8 to 12 hour story MSQ and whole new realm of new craziness. But it's super fun. It's definitely the weirdest fucking update they've done. Incredible though, really just killing the vibe they're going for. And absolutely, maybe I think their best soundtrack so far, which is saying something because that game's music is incredible.
Bullshit.
Game's great. Really enjoying it, as always. Cross save is out now, which is great because now I have one account shared, and it was great because when you do it, your accounts merge. So it combined everything I had from my PlayStation account, which I'd put years into my PC account, which I put more years into, but ended up with like different stuff. It keeps the PC accounts like story choices I've made, right? And that kind of rep that I had. But any gear from the PlayStation account other than like console exclusive stuff is now in the main account, which is accessible on either console or PC or whatever. And I've moved over to PlayStation to play it until I replace the laptop. So that's great. Really having a fun time with that. It's super fun, as always. I
That's
enjoy
good.
Warframe, and I really, really hope I get to play Soulframe next year. God, please. Every time they show anything of it, I'm like, give me this game. I need it. It looks so good. It looks so fucking good, dude. I can't wait for that game. I'm gonna no life the fuck out of Soulframe when it comes out.
Oh my god.
Like, I am just gonna no life that game like no tomorrow, dude. Like, that game will be out for a week, and I'll be like, I'm Prestige 9000. There's no
I,
content in Soulframe. I did it all.
oh my god.
You know, like every MMO player ever.
I put 160 hours into this game already. It's only been a week. There's not even that many hours in a week. I've already fucking did it.
Yeah, it's super fun. I'm having a great time with it. Hold on, I have to plug in my pen. It's finally dead. Where is the battery charger for this? Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs.
Oh, SpaghettiOs.
I don't remember where I put that. Huh. That's, oh, it's right there, buried under all the crap I keep on my shelf over here. Okay. I think that's everything from me. I don't think I... Oh, I did start doing the God of War, Valhalla update. I think I've almost beaten it, but I uninstalled it for now to buy room for the PS5, because God of War is like... games are too big. It's crazy that the PS5 only has a 500 gig drive. Like, obviously, you can get externals, and I think the newer versions of them have a higher drive, but, like, 500 gigs is not enough. You can get, like, 4 games installed now.
Yeah, what you should be able to do, if you're willing to do it,
I'm not.
is
I know what you're gonna say. I'm not.
Oh,
I'm
what?
not willing to take it apart and put a thing in there. I'm not gonna fuck with it at all.
Okay.
I would rather, I would more likely just, if I really need to have that many games installed, I would just buy a really good external drive and do it that way. I don't want to take the thing apart. I don't want to do that.
All right, fair enough.
Just not gonna bother. Yeah, and that's pretty much it for me. I think this month. I know, you know, I've been dabbling with some stuff, but like nothing else hard, kicking it. I do need to stuff I need to get back into. I need to get back into Dredge. I actually, I've never beaten Disco Elysium. I've played a fair amount of it, but like, and then just got caught up with life bullshit for so long that like, sometime this coming year, I'm gonna like hard go into Disco Elysium and just play the fuck out of it, because I absolutely adored the little bit I got to play, and have no doubt in my mind that it's a goddamn masterpiece, assuredly. But just like literally got it at a bad point in my life when the game came out and didn't really get to give it the time I wanted to. So that's something that I'm definitely gonna be doing next year. Really looking forward to that, because that game's it's good stuff. It's good stuff.
Good shit.
And other than that, the rest of my month was kind of. I watched John Wick 4. I rented it and watched it. It was very good. I really enjoyed. I actually watched the first 3 because I own them on PlayStation, and then rented that one all in like one day. I just sat here and watched all the John Wicks. It was really good. It's a fun time. I don't know if you've seen all of them or whatever,
Yep.
but okay, so yeah, John Wick 4. That was a really good, proper send off to that like story, that character. I was like, you could feel it coming, but it was like it did it so well. That whole movie was great. I loved it. I love the world of John Wick. It's so bizarre and weird and over the top, and I love it, and I want more of it. I haven't watched the Continental thing yet. I want to, because I've heard it's good, and I know that like there's some kind of ballerina-esque thing is just all the project is called, which makes sense if you've seen John Wick 4 and stuff. But like, yeah, that game is great. The movie's great. Sorry, all those movies are great. But speaking of games, it occurs to me, I want a John Wick game. Not necessarily when you play as John Wick. I want a game in that universe, and I know how you do it. I know how you do it well. The pieces are already there. Are you ready? You just do Sifu, and then you put guns and stuff in it. Because if you think about it, that's kind of what John does. That's what they all do. He goes in with his stuff and just fights people, and then he's just, like, picking up weapons anywhere he can. Like, he literally just grabs whatever and turns it into a weapon, whether it's an actual weapon or not. And then he's also doing, like, you know, the melee shit, and it's like, if you look at how Sifu is played, that's something I haven't played Sifu, it's on my list, I need to play it. But like from I've watched people play that game, and I'm like, yeah, that you just do that, and you refine that process a little more, and then that's kind of it. Like that's your starting point. I think is literally Sifu, and then you go from there. And like the structure level of Sifu 2 lends itself great for like a John Wick universe kind of story. If you watch any of those movies, they kind of all play out in very specific type aesthetic scenes, and you could like literally the game of Sifu is a great starting point to make a John Wick universe game. Somebody get on that, please.
So it sounds like they should just combine Sifu and Midnight Express Train, because Midnight Express Train is very similar to Sifu, but it's not in that like, because the whole point about that game is like, yeah, you're just fighting like random ass people with like melee combat, but like you also like get random weapons. Like, you should look at a trailer of Midnight Express Train and you'll see what I mean.
Take a look at it. But
I
yeah,
believe
that
it-
was pretty much my month. I believe that that pretty much is everything. That's all I've been doing,
Oh, sorry.
really.
Midnight Fight Express. That's what it's called.
So that's my month. That took about an hour for each of us. We're almost at the 2-hour mark already.
Oh, no.
Which brings us to the news.
Oh,
all right.
Jesus.
Oh boy, strap
boy.
in, kids, because it's Jeff Keighley's Summer Game Awards in Winter Slammer time.
Winter Slam.
I'm gonna keep adding and extending and making it harder and harder to understand what the fuck I'm talking about every year we do this. I get to do it twice a year for the Summer Slamorama and the Winter Game Awards awarding of games for the awards by Jeff Keighley.
You sounded almost like a robot that like had a small glitch. Just repeated yourself. I'm like, oh my god.
Okay. You ready?
Yep, I'm
Ready to talk about the fucking Game Awards? So I'm gonna Game Awards 2023 results. Doesn't Game Awards have like a site? I'll just go to this.
Yeah, the
This will be
GameAwards.com.
fine. Oh, is it really just the GameAwards.com?
Yeah.
The GameAwards.com. Uh-huh. It is! Let's go! Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Alright, so the Game Awards happened. Game of the Year goes to Baldur's Gate 3. I'll be honest, looking at this, I think we talked about this before. To me, the only two contenders in this category were Alan Wake 2 and BG3, and I couldn't really pick, honestly. Now that I've put more time into BG3, like, I mean, I wasn't, like, against BG3 at all by any means, but I'd beaten Alan Wake 2 by that point. I still am 50-50. I'd be happy with either, but they were the only actual contenders. I don't think Mario Brother Wonders or Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom should be there, nor should Spider-Man 2, and I don't think Resident Evil 4 should be. I personally don't think remakes should be Game of the Year's nominees. Unless there's like, there would have to be no new thing came out that was remotely worth considering, which is crazy to me. That's never gonna happen. And I don't think a remake should be nominated for Game of the Year. I think with as many remakes or remasters as we get now every year, it should be its own goddamn category. Because not every remake and remaster is worth a damn. Sometimes they're worse. So that was that one. Any thoughts, comments on that one? Game of the Year there?
No, that's what I expected.
Yeah.
Or at least hope for, so I'm good.
Yep.
At least for a remix though, like, I don't know. Like, I feel like if it's a well done remake like RE4, System Shock and stuff like that, like,
So here's the problem with that, is like here's my problem with that, is like RE4 Original is a beloved game. It's like the Resident Evil to people, right? So like you already know what to do. I don't know. It just doesn't, like, if the remake aggressively changed things, or if it was a remake of a game that was, like, neat in concept but poorly executed, and then the remake nails it, I would agree that it should be up there. But a remake of a game that was wildly successful and is a cult classic forever, and then you just do that, and yes, it is different, and you've changed stuff up, but for the most part, not really, because You just kind of keep all the stuff that was really good, refine it up to modern standards, and then switch up the stuff that didn't land as well as it could have, or do a little thing here or there. Like, I don't know. It just doesn't seem as valid to me. I feel like that's it. I don't know. It just there's something about it. Just I'm like, eh. But like, is that as impressive as a whole new thing coming out and being so good it's worth Game of the Year? I don't think so. I don't think it's even remotely close. Like I'm not impressed by RE4R being as good as it is, and it's quite good. It's very good. But I'm not like nearly as impressed by it as I am Alan Wake 2 or BG3. Because those are new experiences with nothing really to tail them to. Even though there are a Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 and there is an Alan Wake 1 and all this other shit, it's still... there was no other version of these things that I ever played, right? It's just those. And their initial version is knocking it out of the park and doing really good things. Whereas RE4 to me is just like... the RE4 remake is just like, hey, the original was super fucking good. This is super fucking good, because for the most part, it's more or less the same game. I don't know. To me, it's just like, I don't feel like I would consider that as a thing to, like, weight it up against those other things.
I understand.
Yeah, it's just...
I, for me, at least, part of it's just the fact that, like, alright, you have the base, you have, like, a base game to work with, because you're working as a remake, so...
Oh my god, oh my god, I just realized I had my music on when I was waiting for you to come back, and it's still been on. It's been really quiet, so hopefully that doesn't get us fucked.
Oh, well, we'll find out.
Oh my god, it was so quiet, I forgot it was on. Hopefully, I mean, I could barely hear it, is the thing. It was like very light background music, so...
I
might be... so. Well, I mean, you wouldn't, because it's in my headphones.
Oh, well, there you go.
Only the listeners will hear it. So if you heard that, that was Little Dragon. We do not own that. I forgot I had it on. Don't sue us, Little Dragon. Please. I'm a big fan of your music. I just forgot I had it on because I just vibe out to it. Okay.
So good that I didn't realize.
Exactly. It just felt natural. It was here. It was always here.
Yep.
There's a little dragon inside all of us. All right, yeah. What are we talking about now?
Video Game Awards.
Video Game Awards. Okay, we're gonna move on to the next one. Best Game Direction. Woo! Everybody clap. Awarded for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design, and the winner was Alan Wake 2. This is one of those weird ones where it's like, but this is also big. This is also where we'll talk about this as we go. Huge problem with the fucking Game Awards. Okay, it's like the same exact games except RE4 isn't in this one, but the other 5 are. And like I look at this list and I'm like, okay, even more so than the last category, why the fuck is Spider-Man 2 up here? Why is Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom up here? Why is Super Mario Bros. Wonder up here?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Honestly, I'll say Baldur's Gate 3 probably doesn't deserve to be up here.
Really?
It's not like... None of those 4 games are doing anything really innovative in their genre. They're just doing that genre or their thing really, really, really well. But all 4 of those are establishing pretty much the hard and fast rules, with give or take some things. Baldur's Gate 3, the least offensive of those 4. Creative vision, I understand, but innovation? I don't think Baldur's Gate 3 really innovated on, like, D&D as a game. I think it just executed it, the concept of it, and the rules of the concept of it better than anything before it. Which isn't surprising, considering prior to Baldur's Gate 3, that was just what Divinity Original Sin 2 was. Which is why they were given the Baldur's Gate IP. Like, that's not innovation to me. That's, like, just really good execution. That's a different thing entirely, right? Whereas, like, Alan Wake 2 innovates on survival horror to such a degree that the fucking New Game Plus is a proper sequel. Like, Alan Wake 2 is doing shit in survival horror that no one else is doing, and is being outlandishly bizarre and weird with it on an excessive obsessive degree. Like, Alan Wake 2 is innovating in its genre, and its creative vision is incredibly good. Baldur's Gate 3, I agree, creative vision's right there, but I don't really think it's like done a ton of innovating on the genre it's in. I think it's just executed on the genre excessively well. And I think those are two very different things to like rate an award for. And then Spider-Man 2, Mario Bros. Wonder, and Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, I have no fucking idea why these are up here at all. Your thoughts?
I have no idea either. But I mean, I don't know. For innovation, I'll like the thing I'll give at least Baldur's Gate is like, yeah, sure. It's like D&D on a video game as a concept has not been anything new. We've seen this with a bit with Divinity, like it was kind of there. We've seen it with Pathfinder, a game that's also kind of been out
Right, so
for some
like,
time.
and like, I've actually, I want to say something because I just remember this. I've had this conversation with someone else, and they were like, and they went on some like tangent, and then like I shut them up with the statement of, you know that like, oh, and they were like, yeah, and they listed all the games you listed and how it doesn't have dice rolls, and I was like, okay, shut up, they do, and they're like, no, they don't. I was like, they're
They're
D&D
invisible dice
games.
rolls.
They have dice rolls. Everything has dice rolls. Spoilers, any game where anything has RNG, it's just a dice roll. You just can't see it. It's invisible. All this game did was show you all the goddamn dice rolls to make it feel more D&D-ish, which is a great design choice, but it's not innovation because it's not actually doing anything new at all. It's just refining the process and bringing clarity to it. I would call that creative vision, not innovation. Innovation is new or an evolution of something. Refinement isn't evolution to me. It's muscle memory, really. It's repetition. Over time, things get better executed upon. That's just how everything works. Innovation is like a new thing. So it's like Baldur's Gate 3 isn't doing that. It's just doing the D&D game concept as good as anyone's ever done it. Yeah, like you said, they're invisible dice rolls in the other games. They absolutely are there. It's like, how do you think the game works? Like, and this person argued with me, and I was like, you're a moron. And they're like, you can't prove that the dice rolls are there in Divinity Original Sin 2 and all these other things. And I was like, what? What are you talking about? Yeah, I don't know. It's just like, I don't know. I just feel like, again, we're coming to the problem that we have with these award categories, and also with how the voting's done and stuff, where it's like, games have grown so much as an industry and I feel like something that hasn't grown along with the industry, or at least at the same rate, is descriptors of games in terms of genre and like, but also in terms of rating them, right? Like, I feel like rating systems and the way we like categorize the various video games in the world has like evolved at a much slower pace than at the rate that video games as a medium themselves have. Because like, think about like any genre name, right? And then just say the name and try to like, it's too broad of a term, right? Like, we need more refinement in those things, and I feel like that's a problem every time we rate anything or talk about a genre, where it's like we don't even really have like a good way to like talk about these, because the idea of talking about them didn't move at the same rate as the idea of developing them. You still there? Uh-oh. You're muted if you're here? Totally lost you, so I'm gonna pause. Resuming. Sorry, I didn't realize you muted, but it's all good. I was rambling, and it's fine. Yeah, so that's just kind of me. I don't know. I just feel like we need more like concisement and clarity in these kind of things. We're still kind of using the same terms as we were in a lot of ways for like the last 20 years, whereas like the medium of video games itself and the industry has evolved so much more, but the way we like talk about them hasn't really caught up with it. So a lot of times these like categories and descriptors of things, it's like, does that really fit here anymore? You know, it's just kind of, it's murky, it's weird, I don't like it. But I'm happy
Yeah,
Alan
sir.
Wake 2 won. I think it deserves it. Next up was Best Narrative, and that one, Alan Wake 2 took it again. And the other contenders were BG3, Cyberpunk 2077, specifically the Phantom Liberty
Liberty.
expansion,
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 16, and Marvel Spider-Man 2. From what I know, Final Fantasy 16, which is quite a lot, despite not playing it, absolutely shouldn't have even been a contender. Don't know anything about Phantom Liberty, so I can't say. But I assume it's good because CD Projekt Red writes good stories. I don't feel like the story was ever the weak part of Cyberpunk. BG3, the story's great so far. But I would have given it to Alan Wake 2. It's kind of, I like, eh. Not much to talk about there, really.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
I don't know the narrative of Alan Wake 2. The only thing that I keep hearing mostly
He's a
about it is
writer.
that yeah, Alan Wake is a writer, but more than anything, it's very reminiscent of again Twin Peaks, and as that's what it was kind of based,
It is
sort of
very much a
inspired by.
game that is, while it is doing the survival horror stuff that it needs to do, it is constantly creating themes and aesthetics and scenes that play out for you as the player where you are riddled with doubt over the honesty of the narrative being told here. And if not the honesty, at the very least, the accuracy at which the teller is telling you, the player, the story, until literally the very fucking end.
Yeah.
You are never sure of what is actually the truth until you get there. It does not allow you. And it is the master of red herrings, half truths, half lies, fake truths that become real because the lie was told to make you do that, so then that becomes true. But if that becomes true, then the lie can't actually be a lie, so how would it convince you to do that? Insanity. But nails it every step of the way. Nails
Oh,
it
okay.
every step. Never misses a fucking beat.
For me,
Never misses a
I've
beat.
heard it's more like just I guess it's more like I guess because of the red herrings, because of all this sort of really weird of sort of I got you, or
Mm-hmm.
just the writing in general makes it it's bad writing in service of the narrative, but people are but that doesn't excuse bad writing though. I understand that the whole point of this is that the narrative and everything is a, it's Alan Wake who's trying to be an author, but
No, he
he's
is
just
an author.
no he's an author, but he's just you know not very good at his job. Apparently, that's at least from what
No.
I.
Okay, so no. That's whoever's saying that Alan Wake 2 has bad writing is a fucking dumbass. It has immaculate writing. That's why it won best narrative. That includes the writing, the narrative of the game. Um just like Alan Wake 1 had good writing, and every Remedy game has good writing. It's not that the writing's bad at all. Don't
I'm going
like
to just say
like
this
like
right now, Stella. I want you to know a game winning the Game Awards is not the best way to be yeah, it's because I can
all right,
rebuttal
sure, but
this.
we're
Hold
talking
on.
about the fucking Game Awards, man. What do you want from me?
No, I'm just saying this because I'm going to rebuttal you with
okay. So
the option.
okay, so then again, my original rebuttal is anyone who says the game is bad writing is an idiot. It doesn't you're describing this like people are out here saying that the game has bad writing, but it's okay because that's what Alan Wake is. But that doesn't make any. It doesn't have bad writing. It is fantastic writing from start to finish. Like that's crazy. That's a crazy statement to me. That's insane. It's maybe one of the best written games I've ever played. This, you know what this reeks of to me? This
Hmm.
reeks of people who say Inception and Tenet are bad films because they're too stupid to understand it. That's what this smells like to me. Because those films are great. And I still don't understand why everyone hates Tenet. Because apparently everyone hates it. And I'm like, did you hate it or were you too stupid to understand?
I
Probably too
haven't seen
stupid to
Tenet yet.
understand. I remember seeing Inception in theaters, and I will never forget walking out thinking that was incredible, super good, and then listening to everyone complain about how it didn't make any sense and what the fuck was that ending. And I was just like, Did you watch the movie? Are you sure you did? Because I don't think you did. It's pretty straightforward what that end means. In fact, it couldn't be more clear. It literally spells it out. It's so clear. It is the most obvious fucking thing in the world. By the time you get there, you have everything you need to understand this. The context has been provided endlessly and done well. And anyone who watches that movie and does not have a clear, concise understanding of what is going on, you either didn't pay attention or you were just too stupid to keep up. That's not the writing's fault. That's a them fault problem. That's a people problem. This is like those people who are like, I don't understand why they just didn't have the Eagles fly the ring to Mordor in the first place. That's what that is. That's what that is to me. And anyone who ever says that and is being serious with that statement should get slapped in the fucking face a couple dozen times. Like, Alan Wake 2's writing is great. What? The only thing I could, like, see people even trying to stand on two legs with in this moment is, like, when they're like, he's, like, kind of a hack, though. And I'm like, yeah? And they're like, yeah, but that means he's bad. And I was like, does it? Have you seen cinema? Have you seen have you read books? Are you not aware that there are entire genres that are built on hack and where that can go? And that's like a viable thing. You could still do like what could be considered hack like writing, and it could be like enjoyable still. Like B films are a thing. So are books, like B books, right? Like not everything is A tier list writing, whatever that means, right? But like the way Alan Wake could be described as a writer is that Alan Wake 1 is a game about how Alan Wake has like he has like imposter syndrome and clear anger issues and alcohol problem, and he is a bit of a hack writer, but a successful one in the like spy thriller genre. That's his Casey Alex whatever fucking thing that Sam Lake plays. His in world Max Payne, right? That's what he writes. Alan Wake 2 is a game about how, hey, Alan, you know what you're much fucking better at writing? Horror. You should write more horror, Alan. And the game even comments on this exact specific thing in the, like, interview Daily Show-esque moments that you play through as Alan, where Mr. Dorr even comments on how bizarre the twist was that the sequel to the latest Alex Casey novel just opens up and it's a horror thing now. Nobody saw it coming, Alan. What a twist. And he even makes the comment, and this is a lot better than your normal stuff. Not that your other stuff was bad, but you clearly have a knack for horror that you didn't have for thriller. That's almost like it's the point of the fucking game. And if people lack the intelligence to figure that out when the game spells it out for you so aggressively that the game literally couldn't make it clearer and handed you everything you needed on a silver platter over and over and like spoon-fed it to you and massaged your back and you still didn't get it, well then I'm sorry, you're just too dumb to enjoy Remedy games. Like, I'm sorry, people. Go cry. Go play your little, like, fucking generic Legend of Zelda game that has the same plot every fucking time. Oh, I wonder who the bad guy is. I bet it's Ganon. Does Link have to stop Ganon? Is Zelda, like, trying to convince Link to go gather some symbols or shrines and whatever? Like, fucking, ugh. Alright, I'm done. I swear to God, did you have to go fucking mute and get your dog again? You did, didn't you? This man's This man's this fucking man's. We'll be back. Alright, so the rant was heard. I'm correct. If people don't understand how the thing's good, that's not my goddamn fucking problem, is it? And I'll tell you who else's problem it isn't. It ain't award-winning Remedy Studios' problem, is it? Alan Wake franchise is a go. Control 2 already confirmed. We
You
in
know,
there. It's
you
not
know,
my
it's
fault people don't get the game.
it's also been confirmed.
Yeah.
E3 is officially dead. Let's go.
I feel okay, so like, alright, we're not even done the Game Awards.
Look, it's adjacent to the Game Awards.
Is
It's
it?
like
Is it? It hasn't been adjacent for like 4 years. It hasn't been adjacent to
they're
anything.
both places they announce games. Like,
Do they? Do they?
Yeah.
When was the last time E3 happened?
2019.
Okay, so they haven't announced games. They haven't done anything, in fact. They haven't existed in years. Only a few years. But in terms of relevance to the industry, E3 has had none for those years. None at all. And prior to those nothing years, it was a drastic down curve for the past 10 before that. So really, the last relevancy E3 had was when you and I were probably still in, like, high school, man.
Bruh, I was out of high school in 2011.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I stand by my statement. E3 has been not relevant for easily a decade or more. So, I don't see why that was even announced. It was already dead. We knew it was dead. It hasn't done anything for like 3 years.
I'd say for me the relevancy of when E3 was gone for good was, I think, like 2015 or 16.
I don't remember the last time like anyone was talking about E3 as a thing that mattered. In fact, I would say the moment E3 stopped having relevance was the very moment that people started not doing their presentation at E3 and just doing their own presentation streamed on a Twitch channel. I think that moment right there was like, okay, yeah, it was literally a collective group of organizations, companies, or whatever saying outright, we don't need E3. And they didn't. And then Jeff Keighley created the Game Awards. And then he created the Summer Game Fest. And yeah, there you go. This whole E3's dead thing, E3 has been dead for over a decade. It was never coming back. I feel like everyone knew that, right? Like, I suppose we can trot out the corpse of E3 one last time.
It definitely, the once the pandemic hit and we saw the years, like, we already knew it was gone.
It was gone well before
nobody
that,
wanted to admit it was gone.
I did.
So, like,
I did. What are you talking about? I was ready to admit it 10 years ago.
No one officially wanted to admit it was gone. But we all knew. Like, everyone in the room knew. Like,
I don't know. I feel like Jeff Keighley creating the Game Awards and then the Summer Games Fest pretty much says E3's gone. It's my time now. Considering he used to be the E3 guy before that. I feel like that's a pretty definitive statement. You know how Kojima has that cup that says Konami Tears? You know Jeff Keighley's got one that says E3 Tears. Let's be honest, that's absolutely the vibe that man radiates, is fuck E3.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
Like, I don't know who thought E3 was still around. It ain't been around a long time. Game Awards, back to that. Best Art Direction. This one actually has some interesting... The three, I'd say, are contenders. Liza P., Hi-Fi Rush, Alan Wake 2. It goes to Alan Wake 2. Alan Wake 2 is gorgeous. I feel like if I was going to give it to someone else out of what's up here, it would be Hi-Fi Rush, even though I've never played the game and probably won't. But I think the aesthetic is done really well, and it's not one that gets enough limelight in the sun.
Mm-hmm.
But Alan Wake 2, even for like a survival horror game, especially in the later half of the game, visually just gets absolutely, like, it goes places. It goes places visually that are fucking incredible. Some of them are, we've done this before in this type of genre, but here's how Remedy is gonna do it, and it's fucking wacky and tips it on its head and spins it inside out and rearranges its fucking organs, and then some of it is just quintessential Remedy levels of fuckery that just really just aesthetically are a nightmare and haunt you forever. So, but yeah, I would have, if I wasn't gonna give it to Alan Wake 2, I would have given it to Hi-Fi Rush.
Yeah, same here.
Uh, After that, his best score in music went to Final Fantasy 16. Um,
I mean, Final Fantasy has always had
that's the
great
thing, right?
music,
Yeah, it's Final
so
Fantasy.
that's just yeah. So I
Alan
just
Wake
gotta like,
2's music is really good. But honestly, I would have given it to Baldur's Gate 3 because that soundtrack is
God,
incredible,
he is
dude.
so good.
The fucking menu music for that thing goes as hard as the Elden Ring menu music, except it's better.
The fact that they have a what's it called?
I
Um,
don't know.
like
You
no,
got to provide me some
the
kind of
Baldur's Gate
anything.
3
Uh huh.
basically has
Like an
a
orchestra? Is that what you're trying to say?
no a Disney villain song, and
It does.
it's
Yes, it does. And it's exceptionally good. To be fair, though, Alan Wake 2 has a Swedish rock opera ballad.
yeah, the Gods of Ragnarok or something like that.
No, it's the Herald of Darkness by the Old Gods of Asgard, which
Oh,
is
okay.
the actual band Poets of the Fall. And Herald of Darkness is literally the game telling you the plot of the game before the plot of the game happens, so you can't trust it. And the moment that that is played, it is an entire chapter of Alan's story where you are literally fighting hordes of enemies off in a live action, and I mean live action, performance by Poets of the Fall as the Old Gods of Asgard performing Herald of Darkness, the original song for Alan Wake 2, while you walk through a like Broadway play meets MTV music video live action world, like live world premiere music video. And it is maybe the most fun I have ever had in a video game ever. And it is delightfully bizarre. And to tie it all in a nice little bow when you get to the end of it, and the whole segment is just to give you the flare gun. That's what the whole thing is about. It's about getting the flare gun because it's really good. And right when you get to the end, and then it closes the loop, and it's over. The chapter literally ends with Alan being like, "Well, I didn't expect that," and that was it. That's the whole chapter, and it's incredible. Nothing comes close to what that. I don't know what emotion I was feeling there, but it was a good one. I'll tell you that. And nothing's ever caused that emotion. There aren't words. I have an emotion wheel for my therapist, and that emotion's not on here. So, yeah. Best audio design: Alan Wake 2, Dead Space, Spider-Man 2, Resident Evil 4, and Hi-Fi Rush. It goes to Hi-Fi Rush. I don't really have anything to say here. I mean, Alan Wake 2 has great audio design. Out of all of those, that's the only... Resident Evil 4's audio design is really good. I think out of the ones I've played, I would give it to Alan Wake 2. Just because that game's audio is exquisite. Especially when it gets all spooky. I've watched a playthrough of the Dead Space, and the audio is very good. And obviously, Hi-Fi Rush, with the type of game it is, would have to have good audio. So that makes sense.
Yeah, that's why I was just kind of like, yeah, I like. That's why I said like I think before like the fact that like it's a beat 'em up game, but the fact that like the music ties with the player choices of how they do combat like is such a very delicate balance. The fact that they
Mm-hmm.
nailed it is why I decided to like I personally giving it to Hi-Fi
Yeah,
Rush.
no, for sure, for sure. Like I said, that game obviously would require exquisite audio to even attempt what they're attempting. And then the next category, best performance for individual voice actor, motion, or performance capture. It went to Neil Newbon for Asterion in
Of
Baldur's Gate
course.
3. It
Duh.
was Ben Starr for Clive, I think, in Final Fantasy 16. Cameron Monaghan for Cal Kestis in Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Idris Elba for the Phantom Liberty stuff. Yuri Lowenthal, Spider-Man 2. And Melanie Laberde, Alan Wake 2. That's who I would have given it to. Or honestly, I would have given it to perhaps Cameron. I really enjoyed his performance as Cal in the second game way more than I did the first game, which was always a stickler for me about the first game because I enjoy him as an actor. He's quite good, and I just felt like Cal was just not a character in the first game. Whereas in the second game, he is quite a compelling and well written character, and Cameron really just eats up the lines for sure. So I would have given it to one of them. I can't really I know Neil Newbon's like thing is like really well done. I've never run with Asterion, so like I have no comment there.
Yeah, I mean, I love Asterion. I fucking love him. So that's why I'm like, I totally agree with that.
Yeah.
Like, I totally agree with him getting it.
No,
So
I've heard it's like an incredible like one. And I'm just kind of scrolling through these now because some of these were categories where I'm just like, blah, don't care.
bleh, bleh, bleh.
Yeah. And I think that'll be that. I mean, unless there's any categories you specifically want to go over.
Not really.
I would say for best debut indie game, I would have rather it gone to Dredge. I think Dredge would deserved it over everyone else.
I think the only one I had, I guess, issues with, like not that like I'm going to like get angry rant, but I was just like, man, was the esports one.
Oh, I
I
don't
feel
even
like
know anything about.
Evo should have won that one instead of the League of Legends one, but like
I didn't
that's
even look
pretty
at
much
that
it.
one. Alrighty, so that's the Game Awards. So it's time to move on to the rest of the news. Um, things that were announced at the Game Awards. First of all, well, there's the God of War Valhalla DC, which is a roguelike. It's really good. It's really fun. And boy, if you played God of War 1, 2, and 3, and then you really enjoyed God of War 2019, and then you really enjoyed God of War Ragnarok, hey, yeah, you're gonna really like this DLC. You're really gonna like this DLC. It's really good. It's a good time. Play that DLC. It's free. Also, spoilers, God of War as a roguelike is really enjoyable. It's very enjoyable. Monster Hunter Wilds. That's the big one for me. That were one of the two big ones.
I
Uh,
did tell you they were gonna most
I,
likely.
I
But
mean,
here's the funny
we
thing.
talked about that, and you threw out a Phoenix Wright, and I was like, it's absolutely Monster Hunter. There's no way it can't be.
Here's the thing though.
I
Here's
was the
the thing.
person who was hard locked, and it would only be Monster Hunter and nothing else. You were throwing out crazy ideas.
Here's the thing though. Um, that was announced for 2025.
Mm-hmm.
We're still missing the 2024 announcement because, like I said, there was still a major game that's supposed to come out before the end of
All right,
like
so
this whole
like,
quarter
all right,
thing,
so
which is in April. So
I'm gonna go for two here, and we'll be able to see if I get it at that point when that point happens. Because I was correct. I hard locked in Monster Hunter was gonna be the announcement. I was right. So I'm gonna hard lock in my guess right now for 2024 as unannounced project. Okay, ready?
okay,
Devil May Cry 6.
as like released.
Doesn't matter. We didn't specify that last time. We just were
No, no,
the
no, no.
lock
It
in
has to be released within
in
this,
2024.
in
Does it give us the
2024.
quarter?
It has to be at the end of the quarter of 2024. So it's
So
like April.
end of the year.
No, April.
So first quarter of 2024 then.
No, it's because it's weird. I know this sounds weird, but for some, you know how like taxes are on it in April, like that's when they're
Uh-huh.
yeah. So like it's like that. Think of it like that. So like basically the quarter four of like this like physical year or whatever is like April of 2024.
Okay, but the
So
game, the whatever the game is
it has to be released before then. So that's why it's just like, what is it then? If Monster Hunter Wilds was announced, but that one isn't coming till 2025,
Devil
then
May
that
Cry
means
5 came out in 2019. It's Devil May Cry 6. I'm calling it right now. Devil May Cry 6. That's absolutely enough fucking time. It's absolutely enough time. Considering there were those leaked files for like actual like story DLC for DMC5, that never happened.
Alright,
It,
well,
it
we'll see.
2019 is quite a few years ago, bro. It's about to be 2024.
Yeah.
Also, like, the only other guess I'll throw in there, if it's not DMC6, and I'm also gonna sidebar that wildcard, maybe it is the leaked expansion story DLC that never happened, and that's what's coming for DMC5. But I would bet more on a DMC6 over that, because I feel like that DLC would have happened by now if it was actually a thing. Because it's been fucking years. So, my only other wager for this is Resident Evil 9. I think
Damn,
it's
okay.
RE9 or DMC6 next. Makes sense?
we'll see. But I honestly,
Because,
after
think
this
about
one,
it.
I
What
have
has the
no
RE8
clue.
team been doing? Like that, that Resident Evil team, right? So like 7 happened, DLC happens, the 2 remake or whatever comes out, blah blah blah. 8 and 3 remake, 4 remakes out. We know that was a separate team. So like, sorry, 9 time, baby. Let's go. That's my guesses. What are yours? Do you have guesses? Are you gonna throw out another Phoenix Wright for me? I swear to God, did you just have to mute again to go get food?
No, 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 no,
I
no.
just
I'm thinking. I'm thinking. I'm thinking. I'm just. I don't know. It, like Mega Man is always low on the list because at this point
All
Capcom
right.
hates
I'm gonna
Mega Man.
stop you right there. Do you honestly believe that Capcom is ever going to put out anything Mega Man related genuinely other than like a crossover event in a thing or an Easter egg ever again? Like genuinely in your
They
heart.
did release Mega Man 13 at some point, so like, so there is a chance, but like it's like I said, it's such a low
You
bar
can't tell,
of.
but I'm squinting right now and like looking at the webcam even though it's not on. I'm making the really face. Just wanted you to know.
I
Give
don't
me
know
an
how.
actual guess. Come on, don't
Okay, like
don't
actual
lowball
guess.
me with this
I
with this
I
Phoenix
I
Wright fucking
I still believe.
Parasite Mega Man shit. Give me an actual guess that could happen.
Like I said, I think
Like mine are
this is.
outlandish, but they could happen. Give me one
Like
that
I said,
seems real.
I still think a Phoenix Wright thing could still be possible if it's not like it's like the Apollo Justice like stuff. Um, the other thing I can think of, I'm sure. Fuck. It's because it said main. So, and I know Monster Hunter already has a mobile version. I don't know if they would announce like another mobile thing.
No, that'd be
Like
ridiculous.
they might not amount to something mobile, but I don't know.
No, come on.
It could. That's the problem. But no, I think for me, like the best bet I have is just Phoenix Wright stuff.
Really?
Because
All right.
I don't think they would do, because even though Ghost Detective did kind of like pretty well for them, like I don't think they would be like, oh yeah, let's have a Ghost Detective do like in the back. Like no, no
Ghost
fucking way.
Detective?
Did you not hear about that game? I'm surprised because it got a little bit popular like during the summer.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Okay, don't worry about it.
This sounds like another lowball Mega Man Phoenix Wright guess. I asked for a real guess. God damn it.
Damn, bro. Okay.
Talking about ghost detectives in Mega Man. It's fucking, what are you on, crack?
Oh, Ghost Trick Phantom Detective. There we go. Anyway,
Oh, that thing! People played that?
yeah.
Oh, I remember like the build up to it was like low hype, and then it came out, and no one said a word about it ever again, as far as I
It's
could
got
tell.
it's got overwhelmingly positive reviews. So like, I don't.
I've never heard a word about it since that game came out.
Yeah.
Not once. To the point where I didn't know what the fuck you were talking about.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing is that I know Street Fighter 6 should get a season pass too.
That can't be it, though. That's
But
not
yeah, I
like
know
a
exactly.
mainline
So,
update. So, like, it's gotta be like a DMC or a fucking, a Resident Evil. Like, what
oh
else
my
do they
god,
have?
I would be so funny if they released fucking Dead Rising 5.
Dead Rising
They
is
don't have the
Capcom.
balls to like make another Dead Rising, but it would be so funny if they did.
Dead Rising Remaster?
Could
Like
be?
maybe? I forgot
Yeah.
about Dead Rising. Is that an active IP still?
Not really. At this
No?
point, not really.
When was the last Dead Rising?
Oh my
Dead
god, like
Rising
back in like
4
2019,
release date. I'm about to look it up now. 2016 December 6 was Dead Rising
There we
4.
go.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
God,
it
yeah.
can't be 2019, dude, because fucking DMC 5 was 2019. Yeah,
I
I
know,
don't.
it's been so long.
I just don't see what the hell else and they've stressed it's like a mainline game, right?
Yeah. It's a mainline
Okay, so
game.
come on, DMC or Resident Evil. What the hell else could it be? Monster Hunter's already been announced for 2025. What else is a mainline game?
Street Fighter.
Street
Uh,
Fighter's not gonna get us. Mainline game would be a game, not a pass or an expansion. A game. What are they gonna drop Street Fighter 7? No,
let's go.
no, shut the hell up.
So, hey,
So
looks like
mainline
everyone
game,
doesn't
and
like Street
I'm gonna be
Fighter
honest,
6
I don't
anymore, So we're
consider.
going to Street Fighter 7.
No, it's
So-
DMC 6 or it's a DM. Yeah, do they consider rematch? Do we consider remasters mainline games?
I would consider remasters or remakes a mainline.
DMC 1, 2, and 3 remade in the Reach for the Moon Engine 2 that we're now on. Boom.
Oh, that's right.
There you
right.
go. DMC
There-
1 through 4 with all the DLCs that they ever had remastered in the new engine. Collector's Edition. Legacy Edition. Demon Slayer Edition. Whatever
Dead
the
Rising
motherfucking
1. in the
remaster.
RE
Sure. Yeah. Oh, I might even play that.
engine.
I
like, oh,
might
it's like,
even
wait a
play
minute.
that.
hold
That's a
on.
pretty good engine.
Keep cooking.
Keep cooking. All right, Capcom, what you got? When are you? So, I mean, is this going to be announced this year?
I would assume, like, maybe...
They're running out of
next
time.
year.
It's the
Yeah, I would say
23rd.
maybe
They,
next
they
year.
got like 8 days.
Yeah.
All right, so assuming next year, well, we might not know until January or February,
Yeah.
but like, so like by April then, right?
Yeah, it has to be by April.
Okay,
the end of
that's only like 4.5 months away. That's not a lot of time, really. We do this show
It's
once a
not,
month.
So
like,
that's why I just like, what the fuck are
dude,
they
what the
gonna
fuck is
release?
this? This is because like announcing. Like, I thought it was Monster Hunter World. Like, I was correct about what the announcement would be. It was the new Monster Hunter. But that's a 2025 quarter thing. So, like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is your last quarter thing that hasn't been announced yet? I have no idea. This
Now
is...
you understand my pain. Like, you understand, like, what the fuck is going on. Capcom, what are you doing?
Capcom, what else do you own? I'm looking this up.
I can tell you.
No,
they
hang
own
on.
Okami,
Cap...
they own Beautiful
hang on.
Joe.
Beautiful Joe's not a thing. Shut up.
I'm just telling you what they own, dude. I'm not saying like that's something.
I
I'm just
need.
telling you what
Okay,
they own.
all right. Let me start here we go. Okay, I'm looking at the Capcom franchises here, and okay, so we're gonna go through them here.
Okay.
We're gonna go through them, okay, and
Yeah.
then as we get to them, I'm gonna throw quite a lot of them probably out the window. We need
Fair enough.
real educated guesses here, okay? Ace Attorney, no, get the fuck out. Bionic Commando, no. Breath
No.
of Fire, no. Capcom versus,
Oh my god! If they did
bookmark
Marvel
that.
versus
Book that.
Capcom,
Book
oh my
bookmark
God.
that because maybe it's got the weight of a mainline franchise, but it doesn't have the like rate of games as a mainline. But it's definitely got the weight. Chippendale Rescue Rangers, go away.
No,
Darkstalkers, Dead Rising,
Darkstalkers
yeah,
is
maybe a remaster, doubt it. Devil May Cry, yeah, big one. Dino Crisis, that's not a thing, not real, nobody knows what that is. Final Fight, Ghosts and
Maybe?
Goblins, no. Marvel vs. Capcom, Mega Man, a huge list of Mega Man stuff, no, none of that's ever happening again, no one cares. Monster Hunter, no, already been done. Okami,
Okami, yeah, that's
yeah,
the one I'm talking about.
Onimusha, no, get out. Resident Evil, big name, big name. Rival Schools, I wish, but we're not getting that. I wish. Sengoku Basura, whatever that is, no. SNK versus Capcom, yeah, you wish. No.
I wish.
Steel,
My goddamn
you know what?
wish.
Everyone wishes, but guess what? That's not gonna happen. Steel Battalion, no. Street Fighter, no. Strider Hero, no. Beautiful Joe, no. I'm looking at this like, come on, man. Dragon's Dogma, no, because we have the one coming. Fucking MotoGP, no. Ghost Trick Phantom Detective, no. Gargoyle's Quest, no. There's some JoJo Bizarre Adventures game. No, Lost Planet is Capcom?
Yes, I mentioned this before. I'm
No,
surprised
Lost
you
Planet's a
forgot.
no. That's been dead forever. Power Stone, yeah, I wish. No.
God, no.
Dude, there's nothing. It has to be
It's
DMC
dead. It's
or
dead.
fucking Resident Evil. Everything else here is like non-existent as a franchise for the last 15 years, more or less. And mainline to me is something that hits big globally. I'm gonna tell you right now, Ace Attorney ain't no big global hit. That's the most niche thing ever made. That's more niche than Monster Hunter.
God.
Like, so let's be honest. Big mainline, it's RE or DMC. Maybe it's a Dead Rising remaster of whatever was the most popular one. Maybe. God, maybe it's a new Onimusha. Doubt it. Don't think that's a big success franchise for them in comparison to, like, Resident Evil, Monster Hunter, or DMC. Like,
I know with Onimusha, it felt like they were doing like almost a remake of it, if
you
that
know
makes
what?
sense.
You know
Because
what hurts
there
the
was
most about
they
this list?
announced a they announced a game that had so much like Onimusha vibes, but it looked like but it wasn't. But it almost like what if they're like just basically remaking it at this point?
Hmm.
It's like my
Hang on.
biggest guess.
Hang on, I'm looking at something. Ba-ba-ba. Ba-bam, I can't find an accurate answer to the question I was Googling, so never mind. Yeah, I don't know. Everything on this list, like, actual honest chances, to me, the only thing left are Resident Evil or DMC, because Monster Hunter's out, already announced. Can't be Street Fighter, because we're in the golden age of Street Fighter 6. I just don't think Ace Attorney's a big hitter in the way that DMC or Resident Evil anything would be. And yeah, I would love an SNK versus Capcom or a fucking where fucking yeah, like it's but like out of what realistically seems possible, I just don't see how it could be anything other than DMC or Resident Evil. I could be completely wrong, but a lot of these things are dead as hell franchises. Like most of this list, honestly. Because let's be honest, Capcom these days is really only a handful of things.
They
They're
really
like
do,
they
which
own
is
like a lot of companies, they own quite a lot of IPs, but a lot of those have faded away over time. And like in terms of what keeps the company afloat, it's 100% DMC, Street Fighter, and Resident Evil. That's what keeps that company going. Everything else is a massive potential loss or barely breaking even. The money in that company is in those three franchises and kind of really only has been those three probably for the last decade at least in terms of like real big hitters. That's what the company is right now. Everything else is basically dead or performs well enough to get by and just carried by how well those three perform. So it's gotta be a DMC or a Resident Evil. I don't know what the hell else it could be, man.
guess we'll find out soon enough.
Guess we'll find out. Well, maybe. Tune in next month as we continue this debate or have an answer. Yeah, there you go. Um, Other announcements that happened at the Game Awards. Hey, what do you think about elephants and whales and foxes?
I don't know. They're cool.
Cool, 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 cool. I feel like Kojima likes them too.
Uh, sure. I guess so.
Did you not see the trailer for his new game?
Oh, OD. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Just
yeah. That weird ass fucking. What the hell is this? Hey, it's a Kojima. Hey, here we go. Yeah, there you go. That's it. That's all you got. Here's the announcement trailer for OD that gives you fucking nothing to go on about this game that we've known has been in development because some guy leaked it while shirtless. And the leaked footage is the most, yeah, okay, that's a survival horror kind of camera angle, looking very Silent Hilly. That's it. We got nothing. Did you think you were getting something? No, fuck you. Pre-order the game, asshole. Kojima doesn't need to give you anything. He knows you're gonna buy it. Yeah, it's weird. It's bizarre. It's Death Stranding vibes all over again. I can't wait for another 4 years of weirder and weirder trailers, and then the game will come out. Because I don't know if you remember that. That's how long Death Stranding was. It was a new trailer that was more bizarre and confusing than the last year's for 4 years in a row after the initial announcement trailer. It was like 5 trailers, one a year, and then the game came out and it was incredible. So I can't wait to do that again with OD. So look forward to the OD official trailer 1 at the Game Awards in 2024. And then look forward to official trailer 2, 3, and 4 in the respective years following, and then the game will come out in 2027 for the PS6. Calling it now. You heard it here first. There's like weird stuff going on in their eyes in that trailer. I don't know if you noticed that.
Yeah, no, that's what people were mentioning.
Yeah,
It's
there's like a weird light grid the whole time, and then a clear door opening, and yeah. I mean, it's bizarre. It's weird. I can't wait. I bet you I'm gonna have a good time with it. Sounds like it's cool. I already talked about Whispers in the Wall. Warframe dialing up the weird. That's how it's getting weird over there in Warframe. Let me tell you that. It's getting real bizarre. I mentioned the Alan Wake 2 New Game Plus is literally a small sequel. I'll talk more about it once I go through it at some point. The D4 Winter Blight event is, it's a fun little event. There's some cosmetics and stuff to earn, but like, I don't really care about any of them. And of course, the cosmetics in the cash store for the season are way better. So, still like Diablo. It's still very fun. It's just fun to play. In other news, on December 29th, a glorious evil shall be defeated. Bobby Kotick says goodbye.
Good riddance, but goddamn.
Yep. So, after a long and terrible reign, the great evil has been defeated. Potentially to be replaced by a greater evil. More on that later. But, Bobby Kotick's on his way out, so guess we'll see what happens. Really. But good riddance. I hope things get better for Activision Blizzard. Really do. We'll see what happens. We'll see what Microsoft does with it all. And then just a reminder to listeners, the Steam Winter Sale and the various console Winter Sales are still going on into like January. So if you want to catch up any of those. That's all I kind of had for the news because I thought we were doing the podcast next week, so I didn't have like as tight notes as I wanted. So do you have any more news things you want to bring up?
News-wise, the only things I would probably bring up is some of the stuff I mentioned
Go
already,
ahead, yeah.
Which was like the E3 being officially dead.
Yeah.
We already got the something that surprised me.
The Skull and Bones like came out after we made fun of it again last episode.
It actually
but
is
like, well, no,
coming out now.
it didn't come out. It had a beta that people played. I guess I've heard nothing about it. I saw no footage. I've not seen anyone stream it. I've heard nothing. I've not seen an article. I've seen fuck all. Don't know anything about the game still. Couldn't tell you. And it comes out apparently early next year, like in fucking February. So, well, I mean, we knew it had to come out at some point or Singapore could sue them. So here it is. And I guess we'll know when it's out. It's really all I have to say about that after a decade of delays.
Yeah.
Better be fucking good.
Last of Us 2 or
The Last of Us
the
Part 2
multiplayer just got
remastered.
canceled.
Yep, the multiplayer standalone got canceled. Did you see the reasoning for it?
Yeah, because it was either we can consider it a live service or we focus on
yeah,
single player
so
stuff,
so here's the problem there. They're like Naughty Dog, fucking dumb in this moment. Dumb as fucking dirt. Real stupid, okay? People are still playing Factions mode on Last of Us 1 and Last of Us 1 Remastered. It's good. You don't have to do a live service. You could just do like a good multiplayer, bro. And yeah, there's some stuff to grind out and cosmetics to get, but like it doesn't have to be live service. You could just make a good multiplayer that's fun to play. You could just do like a nice little extraction game or a horde mode and be like, yo, there's some skins and cosmetics, but it's really just like, hey, it's a horde mode with your friends in Last of Us. That would have been fine. I would have bought that. I would have played that. I don't understand why, like, really? Because you thought it had to be a live service? No. No, it doesn't. It absolutely doesn't. Not every multiplayer game has to be live service. So I'm super bummed out by that because I love The Last of Us and I love the way it plays. And from what little I played of 2 before I put it down, and when I pick it back up, like, it plays really well. It's really good to play. I would have loved to just play a horde mode with that, even if there was nothing to unlock, and just give me a co-op horde mode, man. I would have bought that for like $40. Come on. It
Yeah.
doesn't have to be a fucking infinite battle royale season pass monthly event thing. Not everything has to be that. Because that's not sustainable for everything. It's hardly sustainable for the things that do that. That's so stupid. What a dumb reasoning that was. Maybe just don't be obsessed with everything making infinite profit, because the concept of infinite profit for anything is the dumbest business model you could ever have. You can't have infinite profit. That's just not how it works. So
Yeah.
that's really annoying. So whatever. After all that fucking hoopla about it, it was just like, come on, man. You could have just given us like a solid thing and not had done some stupid, it has to be infinite. Like, fuck off. That's just, I hate this shit. I'm so tired of the Battle Royale has to go on forever season pass thing. Like, I like season passes better than loot boxes, sure, but like, come on, man. We don't gotta have new content all the time forever. You can just make a thing. You know how I know that? Because Ghost of Tsushima's multiplayer is really good and people still play it, and there's no new content coming to that ever and hasn't for fucking 4 years. And that content was free, by the way. They didn't even make money off of it. And it's good, and people play it because it's good. You can just make it good, and then people will play it. People would have bought that Ghost of Tsushima multiplayer easily for 40. It's absolutely worth 40. So you could have just made a good multiplayer and charged like 40 for it, and you know, that would have been your big profit. But whatever, I guess. Super bummed out by that. Goddamn, very fucking annoyed. Absolute trash reasoning to why it couldn't be done. Just fuck off with that shit, man. Come on. Super dumb. Especially when the no return mode is only single player. It's like, come on, you couldn't let it at least be duo player when the game has you and a companion for almost the entire game at all points. You clearly can have 2 characters on screen doing stuff. So, like, couldn't make that co-op? Fuck off. Alright, anything else news-wise from you?
There was the Epic stuff that
Oh.
happened.
Oh, God, yeah, I forgot about that again.
Yeah. Yeah, so Epic won the lawsuit against
Yeah, that was
Google,
still going on,
specifically.
apparently. I thought that was over because all we'd heard about was the Microsoft thing for the last 2-3 years. And I hadn't heard a peep out of that Epic Google Apple thing. So I thought it was over. I didn't know it was still ongoing at all. So yeah, whatever. Epic wins. Epic stingy. But everybody Google stingy. Apple stingy. Epic's just mad they couldn't be as stingy, and now they can, I guess.
Yeah, I have no idea what the repercussions are going to be, since all they did was that, like, they, what's it called?
Dude, I don't even know, dude. I didn't even know this was still ongoing until you messaged me about it like last week, dude. I didn't look into it at all. I thought we were doing the show next week.
No, so all it really meant was that, what's it called? Like
I don't
they
know.
won the suit, but like, the judge hasn't, like, announced, like, all right, this is like what Google's gonna have to
So
do.
nothing's happened at all then.
Not yet, other
Okay,
than
cool,
just like
great.
it's in Epic's favor at this point. Like,
So
judge.
basically, nothing's happened because Google and Apple will have the money to appeal if they wanted to and drag it out for another 4 years. So, all right, I don't even understand why this was news at this point. Nothing's happened. Nobody
We'll
even
see.
knew this was still going on.
We'll see. We'll see. But yeah,
Oh my
for
god.
news wise, I think that's kind of it.
I think that's kind of it too. I don't think there's anything else. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess at this point, what's coming up next month that's caught your eye in the movie, video game, whatever world? Anything specifically?
Next month.
What's coming out in January? What's going
Damn.
on?
I'm trying to look to see if there was anything coming in January.
I mean, there's a couple things. January, February is kind of stacked. There's a lot happening early in the year.
Oh, I'm February. I mean, in February not in January, but in February, Final Fantasy VII
Yeah,
Rebirth
well,
is coming out. So
but I just beat the first new one, so I'll be going into that day one for sure, probably. But there's definitely some shit in January. I just can't remember what it is right now.
yeah, that's why I'm
I know
like,
there's a lot in February too. The first 2 months, there's a nice spread across the board. Um, but like I know there's some things on PlayStation that are coming up. I mean, January is The Last of Us 2 remastered, of course. And there's some other things as well. I just don't remember what they are off the top of my fucking head, unfortunately. Yeah.
Okay, I see some of the stuff. Oh shit. So there's Tekken 8, Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Apollo Justice, Ace Attorney trilogy.
So
So
that's wait. So there's already an Ace Attorney thing announced then. That's coming
yeah,
out that quarter.
I guess
Okay,
that's
so
it
Ace
then.
Attorney's hard out now. It's DMC or Resident Evil, man. I called it again.
Last of Us 2 remastered. Howl, I don't know. Prince of Persia, Bulletstorm VR, and I guess that's. I mean, there's more stuff for indie wise. I'm assuming, but those are the only things I know.
Okay. Yeah, it might be a little bit of a quiet month, maybe then. I know February's got a lot. February has like a lot of like big things. I think the Persona 3 remaster comes out in February, doesn't it? I think so.
I can actually look it up on the Steam stuff. Let me see. It'll say there.
I think it does. I'm pretty sure it does. Anyway.
203.
Is it? It's either February or March, right?
February 1st. Yeah.
Yep.
So
Wow. Yeah. Oh, I still haven't beaten Persona 5. Because the game is so long that I was just like, oh my god. I do want to get back into it and play it at some point, but I loved what I played enough that I'm like, yo, I'll play a P3 remaster. Absolutely, bro. Especially since I've heard that food is here. He just messaged me. Podcast pausing. Okay, so the recording's just unpaused, so we're gonna speed through this because we really didn't really talk about that much more.
We didn't really.
We've been talking for like 20 more minutes, but really all it is we just kind of talked about stuff that's coming out next year. If you want to make any big mentions, you know, Thaumaturge is coming out, Persona 3 Reloaded, Banish is a new Eden. This is all stuff I think we're both kind of keeping eyes on and we're looking forward to. Dragon's Dogma 2, we're both kind of like, I don't know, maybe,
possibly.
I'm hoping to check out Risk of Rain Returns at some point next year. I'm going to be streaming at least once a week just to starting next year, somewhere in that Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday block at some point, just from the PS5 to start until I replace the PC. Other than that, you know, we just kind of chit-chatted. We really were just kind of dragging it out a little bit. My be on that. We've had too many breaks this time, and I'm my brain's fried over how like intensely gay I've become over women more so than usual. So everyone missed that I was like clearly discovering out loud on the mic that I have some kind of braid obsession. So there you go. There's that, because I realized that like 2 games that I'm super excited for have girls with braids in them. And my status in League of Legends is gay about Senna, and she's super, absolutely, Senna can get whatever Senna wants.
Senna can get it.
Senna can get whatever Senna wants.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever.
It doesn't matter. It's whatever.
Senna gets a yes mommy from me. That's a yes mommy moment. I've got problems.
You all got problems. Yours is just more.
You know what? I'm really glad actually that I didn't have the recording going, because man, I really gushed about that girl for like a good 20 minutes, and oh boy, she knows I do a podcast too. So like, I dodged a bullet there. Oh my god. I mean, this part's still here, but this is the watered down version. I was pretty gushy there for a minute. Oh my god. I'm gonna die next week at work. I'm not gonna make it.
You're not gonna make it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make it. I'm gonna freak the fuck out. I'm gonna lose it, dude. I'm gonna not have a good time by having a good time. It's rough out here. The vibe is now in shambles. Oh boy. Yikes. This end is probably very confusing because we come back from break into the most disjointed like process ever. Because
I
we're
wouldn't
clearly
have it
like
any
done with a
other way.
conversation that they just didn't hear, but that we definitely had. Woo! You think we know how to do this by now?
Nah, nah, nah,
No,
nah, nah.
no, 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 no.
Mm-mm.
Oh my god. Oh, jeez. We'll see you guys next year in
We'll see you next
2020.
year.
Happy holidays. Happy New Year. See you guys for sometime in January. Please listen to our podcast and follow our socials. He's gonna make a linked tree thing with the things so that we can just have the one link to everybody's socials because I can't be bothered to post every single individual one, especially as new ones come up. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for listening, everybody. This has been Only in Early Access. As always, I'm Stella, and that motherfucker is Vaughn. And
Yep.
yeah, that's the show. We'll see you all next year. Go play some video games. Go watch some movie. Go touch grass. Um, yeah, and that's. I
That's
feel
it.
like you got
Yeah.
anything you want to add
Yeah, we
for the
got
new
everything.
year? Any
No.
advice for the kids?
Don't die? I don't know.
Damn, you could have gone with "Don't dox yourself," and I could have just hit end. God damn it.